For a very long time I wanted to play Japan, but in reality I never played Japan. So today is this day when I want to try to play Japan. Like, first thing which you can decide here is that Japan has a very high literacy level, which is very surprisingly for a small, quite undeveloped country. And in technology, I believe I want to spend some efforts in a social area, like develop a little our education. And maybe after this we will go to production. I will start my expansion with silk, because we have shortage of silk, which is quite funny, and as well iron shortage, but this is more normal, more typical for any country almost in the 19th century when it started industrial revolution. Yeah, and usually when I play for countries as Russia or China, I prefer build in different provinces iron, but here I think we could build literally in one province, because we have very developed population with very high literacy. And I said I have 900 authority, and you know guys, I think I could build I could use decrease of social mobility in every of my state for boost my literacy ever more high, because we're already #1 in the world since the start of the game. And if I do this, I believe I could maintain this first place for some time, which will be very, very nice, I think. And inside Laos, I don't see a lot of opportunities to change anything, so probably our Laos will stay as it is right now. Maybe only military forces I want to include inside government, and yeah, but it's still not influence a lot, nothing. Okay, as well as I successfully signed a contract with Great Britain about transfer cloth to them, and we have very strange trade with Dutch here. As I see, we losing money from this trade, so that will be better if we will renegotiate this as well, because we are sending our own resources and we're losing money, and they will, like, for me more cheap is just pay money to them than lose this money, you know. So this is win-win, I think, for me and for them. All right, I hope they will sign this. Yeah, that's nice. And I see I have also quite strange agreement with China. I send them lead, and well, this is very unprofitable. Like, I spend 800 and from treaties I get how much? 200? What? Yes, I'm losing very a lot of money from this, so we want to quit of this agreement as well. And I will just pay also China money instead of this. I will say, sorry, I don't want to disappoint you, China, but I don't need this agreement and I need to have some influence. All right, I don't have influence, fine. I just decided to just, because improve relationship with everyone else, for that reason I don't have influence, but that's fine. Alright, I hope they will sign this agreement with me as well. Alright, good. So now I have opportunity, because of Britain helped me to pass law. I could try to pass tenant farmers law. It will be super heavy and super hard to try to pass it, but maybe I could try. Maybe. And also I could lead my government, include people who will support them. I know that it will cause big problems, and especially in meaning that it will radicalize a lot of people, but you know, I don't care. I need to pass these reforms and I want to pass them as soon as possible. So I will do it. I think I can do it without problem, right? And because I have law commitment, I could still, I think, initiate this law. Serfdom, yes, I could still change it, and I could negotiate with samurai. All right. State religion, individual redemption. All right. There's some options which we could use. Bureaucracy, I'm not sure. Bureaucracy is quite expensive for us. Maybe we could promise state religion, because I think state religion is not bad for Japan, because majority of our people is anyway Japanese, and it will be as this for a long time. And what about success? Can we move it? No, it seems we cannot move this law because it's stalled. Alright, my perfect plan failed, which unfortunately is happening. But okay, fine. We could try to pass law with 10% chance. Yeah, maybe we could try to offer Buddhist monks something. Okay, they say minus 50 bureaucracy for 10 years. That'll be very expensive. Government political concession, like plus 40%. I don't know, guys, if we want this or not. Okay, I will promise political cohesion. So our church will be more powerful. Well, this is not very good, but we need past tenant farmers for improve our economical situation, and it'll be not bad idea. Also, see, I think I could build more construction sectors here. Unbelievable. Less than in 1 year, we passed tenant farmers. And this is very impressive, guys. I never was so fast. Now we need to try to rid of Israelism. I'm not sure, but we need to try. Okay, genius diplomacy agreement was brought with Russia. I give them monopoly right for whales. I don't think that the whaling industry is something important. I have only 2 levels, but Russia was super happy with this. I give them also investment rights inside Japan, but probably they will not invest the same as Britain, and they will transfer me wood. So this is really funny that they transfer me wood and they want to do this, and this is funny. And they will help me to pass mercantilism. So now let's time to pass mercantilism, guys. Come on, let's do it. And we need to negotiate with someone support. Yeah, probably this is not a bad idea. Hey Min, 5%. Stable crops, okay. Day 104 we improve crops, we could do it. I think this will be not bad, like early industrialization, agricultural, fine. So let's try to pass this. 10% sound not bad, but it could fail any moment in reality, but let's try. British investment event while we try to pass mercantilism. So it gives obligation to Great Britain, and we already have obligation to Great Britain, so this is not big difference. Like only 2 years more difference, but we get technological spread for production, which is awesome, and 10% chance. Yeah, so I hope we will pass it. Yeah, we could even try to pass, yeah. But I think we don't need to ask help from no one. We will pass this without problem, I believe. So I was trying to pass, but my debate were unsuccessful. So I will give again political cohesion towards my church. So my church will be super powerful in this playthrough, I believe. But yeah, what I could do, guys. I think better pass the most important laws first of all, and after we always could cancel these laws and others. So because this is not end game laws, right? We will change mercantilism to free trade in some moment, or protectionism. So this is not so bad, I believe. Yeah. All right, that was good. Now we have mercantilism, but I will probably spend some time to pass state religion because I promised this, and I don't want to fail my promises. And after this, we could think about, because I think we could pass religious schools. Yeah, that'll be definitely not bad. For I don't know, for we already have solid high literacy, but I want to maybe get spread from like technology from spread. So yeah, I try to increase. And because now we can trade in a market, we will have probably trade in a market, I believe. Maybe we need to build at least one trade center for it start happen. I'm not sure about this, but we could try. Minus 50,000, that's a lot. I have minus 50,000. This is probably crisis of iron. I don't know, I have so huge deficit of money here. I don't know, this is strange. This is not supposed to be so a lot, but okay, we discovered latte, that's good. So what about trade? Does trade started or not? Oh yes, I see trade started, okay. We import clippers and we export oil. Well, not bad for first week of trade. I wanna accept religious schools. And I think I will pass super easily for maintain my high literacy level. And we have problem because we have a lot of peasants right now, 6 million peasants. I'm not sure if I will able to employ everyone until they become radicals, because cancelling of serfdom really helped improve quality of life. But as you can see, about 2% of our population already live bad, and they will become radical as time goes. So I will try to search maybe opportunities where I could implement like some maybe trade strategies, try to sell some resources from Japan, and maybe it will be super good if we will become a raw material economy for some time, just for create employment. Of course, maybe it's not sound super smart, but already we have investment rights from Russia and Britain, so and they invest inside our country, which is nice because we have a lot of peasants. We happy, and maybe we want to in reality get more investment rights from Russia and other countries, but I don't want to give them just for nothing. Maybe I want for they help me to pass some laws, and once I pass some laws, like once I need to pass some laws, I will ask their help. Maybe it will be per capita taxation, maybe it will be, I don't know, like industrializing. No say. So we need to try to pass this for sure. Great Britain decide to conquer me. Well, this is not sound good. So I believe they want to make me protectorate of them. Yeah, that will be not very good if they will do this. That will be not very good. What I can offer to them, I can't offer nothing. It's like I thinking what I can do. I could try to ask, I don't know, help from someone from Germany or someone else, but I'm really not sure that I can do it. The most possible candidate is Russia, but I already give my obligation to Russia for past law, so I'm not sure that Russia wanna help me. So maybe we will face invasion from Britain. Well, that will happen. Well, sometimes it's happen, guys. Great Britain want to conquer you without sense. Yeah, I don't know why they want to do this. They had investment rights, everything was perfect, but now they want to conquer me. Well, we will see. Okay, I invested some efforts into line infantry for very simple reason, because right now we have 1050 military power, and right now we will upgrade all our military for have more powerful, and I hope it will be sufficient for Britain reject their idea for invade us, because with 1000 battalions, 100 battalions skirmish maybe they could do it, but I'm not sure if Britain will be efficient using their fleet. So for that reason, I believe we will be safe at this point. I'm not sure, but at least I think so. So instead of this spending on these efforts, we could come back to our maybe production and start to invest money inside instruments. Sorry, money, I mean knowledge, and as well atmospheric engine for achieve railways, because railways will be important bottleneck thing. But I think we will spend a lot now money on our military because it's line infantry now, or it's the same price. Yeah, we will need to spend on small arms, and we will need to spend very lot of money on small arms. And by the way, I'm not sure if we can produce small arms. Can we produce? Yeah, we can. So we need to construct right now small arms industry in Kanato, and it seems even like 2 factories we will need to construct for this, for sponsor our army, and it will be very nice because our power military increase will significant because of line infantry, and I believe Britain will never invade us, or even if they will declare war, they will fail probably because of this. So yeah, I think it's not a bad plan. And by the way, it's quite interesting because we start trade, our GDP grow very fast, like to 15 million, but now it's falling. Well, I don't know why exactly, but it is funny because we are now 7 GDP in the world, bigger than Austria, Ottoman Empire and Prussia. I think it's temporarily, but it's allows us to get recognition, which is interesting. Yeah, we successfully passed religious schools, and it just create deficit of bureaucracy. I don't know if it's really useful, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm trying to write declaration with Austria for get agrarianism law. It is say only 10% chance of pass law, but I think it's anyway worth it to try. After successfully rid of opposition from military forces, I can even ask religious group to support me. I have option to add political concession or theocracy. I think I can add again political concession, which will increase very significantly political power of religious group Buddhist monks inside Japan, but I think it's worth it because agrarianism will significantly improve situation. Traditionalism right now is stopping our economy from development 100% because this is penalties for contribution of investment pool completely killing our economy, and our investment pool is 5,000 only, so it's impossible to develop private economy and any economy with such situation. And if you look at import and export of our products in our market, it's look really not very nice because we import a lot fruits and meat and even weapons. So I want to maybe put additional tariffs on products, for example luxury cloth. No, I think luxury cloth is fine because we export this, but we have problem with tobacco because why we need import tobacco while we can produce our own intoxicants as alcohol inside Japan. So I will spend some time on this now. And now our tariffs look indeed very nice, and I enjoy how they look because we stop to import resources, only we import a little fruits and meat and guns, and we export little things. So in reality it's very similar to the illusionism situation, but it's improved our GDP, as you could see here. Now it's 12.11, which is 7 economy in the world. Will I think it's temporarily. I think Austria overpass and Ottoman Empire probably, but at least now, I don't know, we should be happy about this, I guess. And without any sense, Great Britain decided to cancel their interest inside Japan. So now we don't have common interest with Great Britain. And very fast, they lost all interest towards us. So they wanted to conquer us, but because they canceled their interest inside Japan, now they don't feel interest in us. So seems our military reform worked very good. Now we have 2,400 military projection. I think this is it's half of military projection of China, by the way. It's very a lot. So now they feel scary of us, I believe, or I don't know why it's happened, but we are super lucky. We are completely safe, and we don't need to worry now about invasion of Britain, I guess, and we could continue development, which is very nice. We got agrarianism, which will improve significantly contribution of private investors, and you could see immediately it was 5,000 and now it's almost 20,000 of reinvestments per week. This is very crucial, guys. It's 4 times more money. Oh my god. Yeah, so now we could even forget about government construction. In reality, we could just ignore it and rely completely on private constructions if we wish. As well as successfully signed agreement with France about law commitment of National Guard, because I promised to pass National Guard, and I will try to satisfy this promise by enacting this National Guard with help of France, and I give them also investment rights because we have very lot peasants and very illiterate population. So it's fair to say we need foreign investors, we need foreign investments, and we will only benefit from foreign investments. Later we will nationalize buildings if we will want to. So as well, I want to give investment rights towards Spain, towards Prussia. I also want to get help from law commitment of anti-strike law from Britain. I promised them no tariffs, no subventions, well, which is not very important for me, but this law is super important because guild system very significantly reduce qualification, and also it put minimum work-rate owned manufacturing industry levels plus 25%, which means these levels cannot be privatized and be efficient allocated towards companies. So of course right now I have a lot for regional investments, so maybe I don't need this, to be honest, very a lot, but we could try to do it. By securing investment agreement with the United States of America, right now I have investment agreement with almost all major countries, like literally Prussia, Spain, Russia, France, Austria, Great Britain, United States of America. So all of them now could invest and build inside Japan. Of course they're not doing this right now because our economy is not very attractive, but as more we develop our economy, they will invest in us, I believe more, and especially when we will pass market economy. So we continue have 15 million economy, and this is H economy in the world, which is still kind of good, but we are competing with Ottomans right now for this position, and United States of America overpass us, and I think very soon they will become third or economy in the world maybe. So for that reason we was in 7th place, now we in H because United States of America overpass us, and very fast and with very big difference right now. Okay, we had internal investigation which discovered very gifts from Mori, so now we have option to resign this guy from Shogunate, and this is very nice because Shogunate is one of the most big factions and this guy is traditionalist. So if we right now click at this button, we expect that a new leader will have at least something different than traditionalism. Let me check. Yeah, him ideology right now is modernizer. Oh, this is incredibly good. It means we could right now pass with this interventionism or laissez-faire, even if we want a proportional taxation, per capita taxation. That's incredibly good, guys, and especially commercialized agricultural when we will pass this law. Yeah, that's very nice. Now I see opportunity to pass even per capita taxation, which say it will decrease our incomes for a short period of time, but trust me, very soon, maybe in 5-10 years, we will have for sure here more income than lost from this, so we could enact this for sure, why not? My literacy achieved almost 80, and I think it could affect my even standards of living, in meaning that instead of spend money on improving quality of life of our people, or for example I put additional taxes, what I mean, I spend this authority into improve literacy levels, and I believe this is not worth it for me for sure now, so I want to put additional taxes for use our authority in more smart way, I believe. Meat, transportation, luxury cloth, and liquor. And if you ask me what I want to do with this money, I want to spend them at universities, because still we have only 50 innovation, and this is just joke because we have 168 potential maximum innovation and we have only 50, so I need for sure start to invest money inside universities. At 1850 we have opportunity to create our first company, and I for sure know that we have only two options here. It's Japan Metal INC or Kanato Metal Works, and I believe Kanato Metal Works a lot more better than Japan INC, because we will have prestigious good as precision tools, and as you probably know my logic, I like precision tools because they use it almost in every building inside game. For that reason we need to create this company which will produce these precision tools. Also we give trade rights for this company, could create trade centers, and temporarily we will give steel mills until we'll create our company which will own steel mills, but right now it will be industry right for this company. Our industrialization is slowly growing. We are increasing our economy, which with 17 millions. Now we need start to produce steel, because we already produced a lot of instruments, but they made from iron, and we could make them from steel, and all our money we will use towards creation of universities. Per capita taxation passed successful. More of that, thanks for our changing in policies in Shogunate. Now we have opportunity to pass laissez-faire with 40% chance. Of course we probably need to get additional support, maybe from Buddhist monks, and we could promise them political cohesion. Well, that's not sound good. I could promise them theocracy maybe, and I think I will fail this promise, but we wanna this 71% chance to pass. Please, I wanna, because it will improve our reinvestments significantly. It's already 28,000, and it will be probably after pass this law 40,000. But more of that, we could see that right now foreign investors not invest a lot of money in our country, and mostly because they don't see a lot of opportunity in our countries, you know. And when it will be a laissez-faire economy, it will generate them additional profits, because it's laissez-faire economy. It has additional contributes towards capitalists, and I think they will build a lot more in our country. Yes, we will sell our country to foreign people, but it will improve our GDP and put out many millions people out of peasantry and poverty, which is, I think it's worth it. And we already almost earned recognition thanks for our economy, top 10, and literacy above 40%. So yeah, now we need just, I guess, wait 1 month more and we will get this. Yes, Russia signed recognition with ours, and we get improved relationship with them and we become recognized, which means now we will be respected between Europeans and Americans as equal nation, which is very cool. And we can become even major power, and it will happen relatively fast. We need just improve a little our prestige. Let me see. Oh yes, now we officially great power with 157 prestige. So it means we can create our own power block right now. Of course, it will temporarily spoil relationship with other countries, but I think it's worth it. Why not? Only one question, I don't know if I want to create sovereign empire or I want to create trade league. I believe playing for Japan, it has more sense to create trade league. I believe this icon will be very nice for our power block, and our mandate, of course, will be external trade because it will give a trade advantage towards external trade, and we want to create export-oriented economy, so that's nice. It will decrease the relationship with Great Britain, Austria, Russia autonomous empire. Well, it's not very good, I know, but we could spend some efforts and it will improve this relationship quite soon, I believe. And anyway, we have passive improvement because we have foreign investment rights towards these countries, so I think everything is fine. No one will be very upset about us that we created power block, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, almost everyone has same opinion about us as before, so it's completely fine. Once we unlock it railways, it means we don't have more bottleneck of infrastructure for our economy development. We could completely focus on development of society technologies for get mutual phones, agricultural, like commercial agricultural, and steel frame buildings. Congrats, guys. 1851 we accepted laissez-faire. Let's see at our investments. All right, now it's not so big, it's only 50,000, but trust me, everyone I think will start to invest inside our economy very soon because of this. Yes, as well as a very good opportunity to pass free trade, and we need to try to pass free trade as well. Why not? Rewriting contract with Great Britain for ask now Welsh voting help for pass this law, because I think we could pass this law and give them again investment rights and trade privileges. I believe it is hard will be to pass, but we have chance because we have very low disappointment of shogunate right now, and maybe they will agree to do this because autocracy is not the best type of government elections. For long-term stability, I must say, guys. We successfully passed now even free trade, and it gives us 25% advantage for import and export. And you may think free trade right now is not very profitable for Japan, and you're right, but Japan is incredibly poor in raw resources. So very, very soon we will run out of raw resources, and only what we can produce, it will be instruments, it will be manufactured products. For that reason, it has zero sense for be in protectionism for Japan in long term. So this was very useful law for future, for sure. And now I can try to maybe pass autocracy law. Can I do it? Maybe no. That's surprise. I don't see that it's giving me any benefits, but it should give me some advantage, but I'm not getting any advantage. It's because right now, okay, I understand, because Great Britain changed it towards censor suffrage, and for that reason right now they not give any additional points for our Welsh enactment. Okay, I understand. Okay, now because of this mistake I need to rewrite agreement with them and ask again census suffrage, and I don't know why it's going on this thing. This is very strange. I don't get any additional chance because of this law commitment agreement. This is incredibly strange situation, and I do not understand why it's working. Because I'm become major power or what? I don't understand, guys. So seems I cannot reform my government right now. Well, it is what it is. I don't know even why, but I don't know, really. Very strange. Exists two news. One new is that we have 106 innovation, which is half of what which we can potentially have, and it's kind of good news and kind of bad news that economy kind of stagnating since we accepted free trade, because everyone imports so a lot inside Japan, fish, cloth, furniture, that our manufacturers are losing money from this because they now compete with world market, and this is negative definitely for us, but it's short term. I think in general we could solve it just building factories, which we see here. So if we see a lot of import of cloth, we just need to start to build factories of cloth and problem will be solved. Yeah, my commitment of improved quality of life failed to shogunate, so I now have big penalties for legitimacy and anything, and I believe theocracy I will not pass either, so I could just abandon this commitment as well. So it will hurt our legitimacy very, very a lot that we have now even illegit Illegal government is what we have right now, but it is what it is, you know. So the dedicated police force probably will fail because Sigunat now is super angry, and we will have probably problems for create any other laws for quite long time. But yeah, it's fine because we already accepted so many important laws as laissez-faire, free trade, per capita taxation. So it is fine if we will next 10 years or 20 will not accept any other law. We have time to wait. Industrialization, by the way, going really super good. We have now 3 factories which producing steel in Kanto, and we already number 4 producer of steel in the world, bigger than United States of America, by the way. So that's kind of impressive. And our government started one coup, which is treating to enable protectionism in trade policies. It is super bad. I hope it will not happen, but very low chance that it will happen in reality. Yeah, because we have very ugly shogunate. But as I see now, monthly progress is -3, so -2, so maybe it's all fine, maybe. I'm not sure about this. I see that we're getting penalties to coup because commander is commanding military units, 2.35. So I believe if we create, for example, one additional general, like let's say from samurai fraction, and we give all military towards samurai, I believe it will be sufficient for solve this problem. Let me check. Oh yeah, look at this, -2.4 immediately. Coup stopped to grow, and now it will reducing. This was very interesting of them closing in. Now we could get coup progress will advance 50%, 50 points, or get radicals, 10% more radicals. I don't know. This is really maybe not big deal because officers is only 12% of population and servicemen is only 500,000, so it's very little population. So if they become radical, we don't care. Well, seems this coup is solution is working. Yeah, that's nice, guys, because I don't want to definitely for my law of free trade be cancelled. So we need to prevent this coup. Wonderful. Hope was abundant. We saved our free trade. The most important thing, by the way, for Japan. But I find compromise that we could accept public health care insurance. Everyone wanted this law, and I also, because public health care will significantly improve quality of life of our population and as well birth rate, because more population is better for future, I guess. Because despite right now our situation look that we will rid of not very soon of peasants, I believe in 20 years we could rid of majority of peasants. And healthcare passed successfully, and we could now increase this up to level 2 even, which will increase standards of living 1 and decrease mortality, which will increase our growth of population. Well, and good news, guys, finally we really become attractive for foreign investors. You could see at one time right now Britain's building railways in Japan, also Austria building railways, and Dutch building wearing station. So it's 4 buildings construction at once right now in Japan, both for foreign investors. For comparison, you could understand, for example, at this point only 1 private building constructing in Japan and 2 government buildings. So foreign investors right now constructing 2 times more than all private and public investors in Japan. So it will allow very fast development of Japan, very fast industrialization. I'm trying to give obligation to America, give them investment rights for they help me to pass homesteading law. But I'm still not understand, does I get some benefits from this or not? Because maybe I'm major power, I cannot pass now laws because of this. Yeah, you see, like I don't get any benefits from this, but in past I was getting, well, which is quite interesting, I must say. So it seems I need to wait until my own society will evolve to pass this, otherwise I cannot do nothing. I didn't know about this mechanic, but well, that's interesting. But it seems to become because I become major power, like great power, I cannot find over explanation for sure. We already start to produce precision tools. It's incredibly good, it will boost our economy more, and we successfully overpass United States of America in economical growth. Now we have 29 million while USA has 28 million. This is, I think, good example that our industrialization with foreign investments working incredibly efficient, guys. And I think we're doing everything is correct. And now I'm trying to build one additional company. And by the way, we passed landing openings, what? Land voting. And right now I have planned to build steel mills in Kanato. Should be, I think right now almost, yeah. I want to create one company which will produce steel for us. Let me see if I can do it or not. I cannot do this because imagine, guys, that while we was waiting this, some foreign companies, our own company, ball levels, and now we need to construct additional steel factories. Well, this is sad. this is very annoying. When you do a market economy, you cannot build energy buildings for create company, but this is problem of developers, not my problem, you know. So we have 3 levels and we need 2 levels more. So let's try to build again 2 levels more for try to pass. Soon will be elections, our first Japanese elections, which is very good, I believe. And of course, on our first election, as you can imagine, Imperial ruled party like conservative won. Well, this is not surprise because they controlling land, and this was election based on land. Well, yeah. Okay, look at this, how I forced it to play. I trying to build everything, and for left only one week until it builded, and something as this, guys. I don't know if you understand me what I mean or not. Okay, now we build 4, and now we wait for build 5. Alright, 5. Fine. 5 and open Japanese shogunate. Now we can finally create company of steel. Yes, that's it. The same as with precision tools. Refined steel company will produce refined steel, which is used in super a lot many buildings, and it's give a drop on bonus 20%. For that reason, I advise you always, when you play for big country, create these companies. And we give them industry rights for iron, I believe. Now, with money from successful early industrialization, we could build more universities, and my plan fulfill this innovation weekly hub. We need additional 60 innovations, so it is approximately about 20-30 universities, and I will build these universities right now. Also, I decided to rewrite my investment agreements with many countries because I could give now trade privileges towards them and ask from them as well trade privileges, which means I will be able to buy products from their markets first and sell my products also first, so I will have advantage. It means all my manufacturers will get more incomes for selling the same amount of products, and as well it means that my manufacturer will get incomes increased because of cheap raw materials which they could buy from these countries. Of course, it will not improve my economy a lot, but it could generate approximately up to several or maybe 5,000 additional incomes for my reinvestments, which is very useful at this moment because we have a lot investment agreements, and right now we have a lot trade privileges agreements. So the same I do with Ottoman Empire. I give trade privileges and I catch for them trade privileges. I think it's a really good thing to do, and now my investment agreements with everyone look the same. Yeah, I think it's smart policy for Japan because you could say I have already 8 million radicals, and it's mostly happened because of very high amount of peasants and very high amount of unemployment people, like 1.4 million unemployed people. And so I want to really have very a lot investments inside Japan because I need to find work for my people, or they will become very radical because 82% of illiteracy causing a very high radicalism from low standard of living. I also see that we have already 24 railways inside Japan, and I could subsidize them because it's important for have as many as possible infrastructure for attract foreign investments and our own investments into regions, because at late game anyway I would subsidize railways. So I think it's a good time to start to subsidize them because we have additional money in government balance which we could use in this way. We had over election, and again conservative party won, but we're trying to pass Welsh voting. So if we will able to pass it, means industrialists will be majority, and majority industrialist in the government, it's a lot times better than majority shogunate or like some conservative guys or church in the government. I think you understand this, right? Congrats, guys. We overpassed French economy. Right now we have 40 million, and only next economy which we need to overpass is Great Britain, India, and China. So, and it's only 1868. So this is very early industrialization for Japan, I believe. Middle of 19th century. Yeah, that's quite early, guys. Only one problem is radicals, which we need to solve. And once we solve this problem, we will be unstoppable. At least I think so. So while problem with radicals is not solved, I think it has sense to increase our police forces. Despite it increased police political power of shogunate, but I think it's anyway worth it. And as well, increase healthcare system. We have option to select regency because our emperor died or whatever is happening, and we have 4 options. And I think this guy from samurai is the best because he's modernizer, and in modernizing we could get at least agricultural. So we select this guy despite we get a -10 legitimacy and 25% time for enactment of laws. But I think this is fine, guys. This is fine. It's acceptable loss. We successfully passed Welsh voting, so it means in next election industrialists will get majority onwards. Now we need just rid of local force police. Why my mom would reject to say words? I'm sorry guys. So we want to rid of local police force for shogunate not get political strength from this. So we change to dedicated police force, which not give any bonuses towards shogunate. And I think we have very high chance to pass it. Yeah, of course 19% chance that they will do something bad to us, but we could try, and we will have first election with Welsh voting. And as you could see, capitalist, petite bourgeoisie and intelligence party will win this election. Like it will be super heavy like spread. So probably now first time in the game we will have industrialist government. Yeah, election passed, and this is our party now. Intelligentsia, petite bourgeoisie, industrialists. Yeah, that's wonderful guys, and like it. Look at this, honorable restoration. So it's literally say that we need maintain our government as is and not let shogunate enter inside our government. And if we fail, it means we will lose very lot political power of industrialist intelligence. Oh my god, it will be super bad. So now our goal 10 years in a row, not let shogunate enter inside government. And I think that will be not very hard with especially Welsh laws. Wonderful, with 5% chance, but we somehow pass a dedicated police force. So now 100% shogunate will lost all their power inside Japanese government. And yeah, we have super a lot of radicals, by the way. Now I believe we need to try to reduce even more power of shogunate, and its hierarchy bureaucrats will give additional plus 25% political strength to aristocrats, and aristocrats usually vote for shogunate. So for that reason we will try to pass elected bureaucrats and hope we'll rid off of this influence. In 1872, in less than 40 years since start of the game, well, that's a lot of time, but anyway, we have 170 innovations. So it means we achieved our cap of innovation. Finally, I'm super happy guy about this, guys. Not guy. Yeah. Now we get mobile phone technology. We can finally pass commercial agriculture because we have very lot poor population, and I think this excess of standard of living is kind of bug because they're showing that they can access, but in reality because it's serfdom is nothing changing here. And we have again one coup. What else? Let me try to solve this problem. I think it will be fast. I just moved military to new general, which is industrialists. We have strikes. Well, it's very bad for our economy, but we cannot do nothing about this. Alright, it seems we solved coup problem very easy, just moving military towards over battalion. It's not so hard. It's I think third coup in Japan which we solved without problem. I'm happy about this. And what is very good news that we finally unlocked steel frame building construction method, which will very significantly make buildings a lot more cheap, and we will construct a lot more buildings. Big success commercialized agriculture. I don't know guys, I try to talk but I am not have ability to talk. Yeah, it's big success that we pass this law. Now I wanna maybe try to pass regulatory bodies. That will be not bad, but also we have big problem with colonies. We're not developing colonies, and it's kind of quite late in the game already. We could cancel censorship for increased technological spread. I believe seems very high chance to pass this law. Happen eruption of volcano, and we get a very low devastation, 10%. Well, I think we're getting about 10 in Japan, so it's not so bad, but it kind of will be a temporal problem for sure. Now with the excess of construction materials, I believe I can finally satisfy a tobacco market, a tea market, fruits market. It'll be very easy for me, I believe, because I have ability to construct unlimited almost amount of farms, and they cost very cheap. For that reason, we will focus now development on farms for give as many as possible job to people for rid of peasants. Right now, I successfully ridding of wood and a little more, and I think I will have completely satisfy my market with wood. And this ridding of import, like import exchanging, I don't know how to call it correct in English. This is process allow us boost our GDP very significant and very fast, because these products already consuming our population or our factory. So once we add them in the market, they immediately consume it, which increase GDP immediately. We could try to pass proportional taxation because accidentally I was not able to pass right of assembly because somehow all my government decided to be against this. I don't know why. Sometimes this game works very weird, but it is what it is. Also at this point I believe we don't have any sense to continue have foreign investments because we have only 5 million people left and 2 million are unemployed. So I believe our own economy could handle them very easy because our reinvestment is growing very fast, like 150,000 already reinvestments. For that reason, I believe I will cancel all investment agreement which we have right now with countries and exchange this into just trade privileges probably. So our age of virgin investment finished, and 71% is still owning Japanese companies, which I think is very good results. Right now, all agreements will be only on trade privileges without investment rights. So for we not let capitalizate foreign investors on our economical growth, because as you could see here, we start grow a lot more faster, and reinvestment which we're getting is growing really very fast. So we don't need foreign investments anymore for sure. At least I think so. By the way, I have a revolution, radical moved inside Japan, and they killed leader of a religious group, by the way. Well, this is curious. Wonderful. We passed proportional taxation. It's not increase our incomes very significant, but maybe 5,000 additional is not bad. And because we have revolution, I believe we have option to pass many interesting laws which in past we was not able to pass because no one wanted. But now, because of revolution, maybe we can pass some of these laws. So for that reason, we could try to pass censor suffrage. I mean, it's not very large chance that we will pass it, but we could try. We have very strange agitator, which is continue agitating for peasant movement, despite we already have commercial agriculture, which is incredibly nice. So I decided to put him in a prison for 10 years. Hope I will not see him anymore. And I'm trying to do everything possible for accept census suffrage. Sorry. We have event in which we can get permanent infrastructure for 2,400 only for 2 years, which is, I think, very good investments because pump line will be forever and we get forever infrastructure and forever oil extraction throughput bonus. It is incredibly nice. You may already not decide very big development of our cities, and my priority right now is build glass factories when I can, explosive factories. So I'm doing everything possible for reduced price on our construction materials, because I believe we a little late, because 1881 and we still are not very developed country. I mean, we quite developed compared to anyone else, but I'm not very satisfied with these results. I know we can increase our investments and scale of growing of economy even more if we will reduce price on building materials. So yeah, mostly now are just building factories which produce building materials for build even more factories which produce building materials. Yeah, this is typical Victoria free loop. Also, we very close to get technology of car, but we still don't have any rubber in our market. For that reason, I wanna start invest money inside Netherlands, because they have Dust East Indies, which allow us to build very a lot rubber plantations. It's like usually at this point, artificial intellect itself start to develop their rubber plantations, but in my game this is not happening. For that reason, we need to invest Japanese money inside rubber. Yeah, I see that we have stall event on census suffrage, which means we need negotiate for try to do everything possible to pass this law. Maybe we can give political concession towards summarize, because I believe they will not be a big problem for pass future laws anyway, so it's completely fine. Finally, we start to get import of rubber from Dust East Indies. This is really strange. All world market now is import of Japan only. No one import rubber, which is very strange situation. Usually at end of 19th century they start to import and export rubber, but no one do it yet. Once we successfully build rubber plantation in Dutch East Indies, we can now switch our manufactured methods towards consuming of rubber. And now I start to do this with instruments. As you can see, it's successfully working. Now I will switch here as well, so we will start consume very lot rubber, which will stimulate import of rubber in Japanese market. By the way, we even paying additional money for the import this in our market. We unlock a combustion engine, so it means we can start to produce cars, and I think we was first country in the world who did so, which means we could get very a lot incomes from this. And I believe we don't need maybe pay so a lot money for subventions of rubber. It could be just 3,000. And happened, guys, very interesting situation. At end of February, my Imperial party changed their parties. And somehow Shogunate enter inside Imperial rule party. And what happened is that my event of honorable restoration of Japan Empire like failed because of this. But I did not click nothing. So this is really very strange situation. For that reason, we need prepare this in advance. Put here like common people party and not let destroy honorable restoration. It's happened because started elections. Like you could see, it will start very soon at end of February. And they united. Yeah, you could see election. And this party united. And This is kind of strange bug. So for that reason, if some of you say that, oh, you're playing not in Iron Mode, I will be super happy to play Iron Mode inside Victoria Free, but Iron Mode not allow you to solve such problems, because this is definitely bug, and party should not enter inside government. If I not let this party enter inside government, they enter themselves without asking me, So for that reason, I never play Iron Mode in Victoria Free and any other Paradox games, because such bugs could destroy your game and you're not responsible for this, So in the December 1883, we successfully passed Great Britain in economy. Seems because they at war, they lost very a lot of their GDP. No, situation more simple. They lost India. For that reason, yeah. So now officially Japan is the second world economy, only beyond China. That's impressive. We have ability to enact Japanese constitution, which immediately enable census suffrage. Nice. Now we start to enacting poor laws for fulfill commitment towards industrialists, which we say. We start to produce refined steel, which will increase plus 20% throughput bonus to all buildings which consume this steel, which will boost our economy more. That's nice. We have problem with honorable restoration because we don't have much legitimacy for our parties be without shogunate, and the most possible what I see here is try to put intelligentsia or industrialist inside government. And what we can do, we can maybe decrease taxes, and this is only one solution which exists, but it's anyway not sufficient for have more than 50 legitimacy. For that reason, this event is not moving, and this creating a lot radicals. Very hard situation. I don't know what to do about this, to be honest, guys. Maybe we can give up on this honorable restoration of Japan Empire, just forget about this completely, and create new government which will be like normal. I don't know how to say this, guys. Yeah, I don't see any other opportunity. Of course, it will decrease now power of industrialists. Yeah, as you could see, it's falling very significant, but we cannot do nothing. We have 19 millions of radicals inside Japan. This is crazy. This is very low. And this is radicals is not because of quality of life. Quality of life is quite good in Japan. It's 13. Problem is that we have super lot of radicals from political movement, from low legitimacy. And look at this. We literally was stable government, passed a couple months, and now it's unstable government immediately. Well, not very lucky run for Japan. That's what I could say, guys. Quite hard, but that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes you not have very successful run. Sometimes it's not very successful, but it's anyway interesting experience, You're trying to do best what you can. Well, and as I expected, in new elections, shogunate lost everything. Well, because we have now census suffrage, sorry, why I say it. So, very interesting. If I will put this government... Look at this, both of the, like all of this government illegal. Like if I put this, it's illegal. If I put this, it's illegal. Oh my god, this is unbelievable. Look at this, it's because of restoration failed. Oh, I didn't know that it will be so big punishment for this. I first time playing for Japan. Well, I was told it will be not so big punishment, so now we have so big punishment. Well, so we could include everyone in the government, I believe, because not has any sense that we worry about this, right? Okay, so we could include everyone in the government because it's anyway illegal government. So all right. I must say, guys, for sure, I didn't know that it will be so bad, and this is for 20 years. That's very a lot of time. But it's not end of the game, but it's very harsh. 20 years of punishment in end of 20th century is very a lot. It means I will be not able to have a good government for a very long time. Approximately about 18 years. Well, it's until 1907, I think. That's very a lot. Well, but I don't want to reload game because, well, it's my decision, and I did this. I didn't know that for failed restoration will be such punishment, because I don't never play for Japan. So, well, now you know, guys, that you cannot do this never, because this will be super bad. Well, fine. No, but we could pass at least universal suffrage. Why not? That's fine. And you know what is funny? It's like I think I could lie to everyone now because I don't have any problem with lie, right? I mean, like my legitimacy is so low that I could lie to everyone without problem, I think now. I don't know, but maybe it's not super good idea, but whatever. At least our economy is going quite good, despite super big amount of radicals, which is not going down because of very low legitimacy. Well, at least something good in Japan is economy. Yeah. Well, if my policy failed completely and I have solid radicals, well, I don't care more about my country, I think, for the next 15 years, for sure. So I will just go at war with Russia for Sakhalin, right? Yeah, that's fine. Because I have already very developed military, and especially I refer towards skirmish units. And I think Russia maybe have as well skirmish units. Let me check. No, they don't have skirmish units. No, they have only line infantry. So it'll be super easy war for me, I believe. I will not spend a lot of money on this for sure. At least I hope so. So mobilize my army and send there. That's it. I hope Russia will not mobilize a lot of people, but I have feeling that Russia has here ocean, right? So they need to send supplies here. And I think Russia don't have a lot of ports for supply their troops in such large scale. So probably even if they send very old military, they will fail to supply them. So I will win this war very easy. So my goal is just conquer Sakhalin, right? And once Sakhalin conquered, it will be one independent state, Sakhalin here. And after I conquer this independent state, maybe in 5 years, right? Yeah, perfect plan. What could go wrong? First battle started and somehow I failed. Incredibly unbelievable situation. Line infantry of Russia destroyed my skirmish units. Well, this is very, very weird. Yeah, but I think we can still attack, which is our problem because Russia has only 65 battalions here. So that's completely fine. Maybe next battle we will win. Yeah, this battle we will definitely win. Look very nice. 2,000 Russians dead and only 1,000 Japanese dead. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Of course, they're sending more units here, but they have line infantry. I don't feel scary of them, you know. Our situation even better. Russia decided to attack me. Oh my god. This will be even very interesting. Yeah, wish you luck, Russia. Let's see how they do. Oh, this very little attack. And why it's only 5 battalions here? Very strange situation. Where is my army? My army is here, but we're somehow losing. How we could lose with 57 defense? I don't understand. We're killing a lot more of them than we, but seems we're losing moral. Or it's my units of my ally who's losing so a lot units. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Yeah, so we're standing definitely very successful in the defense, but I'm not sure if it will be sufficient for one Russia, but we can try. Yeah, we lost 300 people and they almost 2,000. I decided to try to attack Russia and it seems not to work very good. So I was needed to stand in defense. Yeah, that was a mistake definitely, but well, whatever. Because I was very upset with situation that they sent only 7 battalions because I think Sakhalin army had 7 battalions. Yeah, they had 5 battalions. For that reason, they sent only 7 battalions in attack. And this kind of annoying. I mean, these battles will never finish as this. Like, this war will be forever. That's why I wanted to try to attack them. But since I don't have enough technology for win this, well, at least for now. I think it has a lot of sense to create a sharpnel artillery for have ability to attack Russians. I think I want to create about 50 sharpnel artillery. Yeah, that's perfect. And we will send this towards our Japanese army. Yeah, so it slowly will increase this amount of units. Also decided to put all supplements towards military for increase their moral recovery, because I think we're losing here battles because of moral recovery, I think, not because of nothing else. Like, it's only one reason why it's happening. Yeah. And also maybe we could increase size of our military towards maybe 200, like add additional like battalions. And especially we have very little in reality possibility to have military because we have continued peasant levies, so our army will not be so big, professional especially. For the reason it's fine if we will increase amount of army, because I think we need to increase our size of army for go at war with China. Yeah, we could even start to spoil relationship with them, because if we will won this war with Russia, we will won war with China for sure. Why not? We can even try to pass parliamentary republic, by the way. Why not? Yeah. Somehow with disadvantage only 4 points, we lost the war. I don't know how it's happened. I don't think it's very realistic, but it's happened. So now we have a revolution, and I think it will be very soon civil war inside Japan for royalism. You know, I have so low legitimacy that I don't have problem with this, you know. Like, if you want to go at war, civil war, why not? That's fine. Alright, so I see opportunity that we could change towards parliamentary republic law. It will produce a lot of problems for interest group approval, but we have so low legitimacy that I don't care about this. Yeah, and we enacted even racial segregation, which is quite nice, guys. And I think royalist movement will disappear, or they will continue fighting. No, now I see 99%. So before it was 100, so probably it will disappear. Yeah, it's so weird that even intelligentsia decided to support royal movement. This is weird. Now what I enjoy that this is like red color, like quite nice. I like it. And I think maybe we can use our one guy, which is trade union, and give him as many as possible power, because I believe army will go to him decide if he has a lot of commands. And these guys we could just retire. Yeah, and this guy we cannot do nothing, but we could send him maybe to over location, I believe. For example, here we can send him, for he don't have any military, you know. Yeah, and I think it will reduce amount of people who will support revolution. I'm not sure about for sure. Also, I think we can start go to war with China, and I think war goal which I want to use maybe liberate subject, but I'm not sure about this. I could try to do it because I believe I have ability maybe to convince Korea enter for support me. No, that's impossible. Well, all right, so what else I can do? I want to maybe liberate a lot of countries, like for after maybe conquer them. That'll be kind of my plan, I believe. As well, I want to enforce military report in one province of China, and it's quite strange because I don't have ability to add, for example, states which I can conquer, which is really strange. I don't know why I cannot conquer other states of China while declare war for liberation of Korea, but whatever. Now I don't have any other opportunity to do nothing. Maybe I could put war goal transfer just on if we anyway cannot liberate or whatever. Yeah, so I have 19 points. I don't know what to do with these 19 points. Maybe I could just humiliate China, but seems it's not has a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know. We have very interesting coup, and it may be first time, but I wanna for coup be successful because I see plus 50 legitimacy for 2 years. So I believe that could be not bad idea to have this coup, you know. Yeah, because we have so low legitimacy government that we need even coup government will have a lot of legitimacy, but yeah, that's funny because our amount of radicals should fall down, but it's not falling down because of very low legitimacy, literally only because of this. Okay, so we started war with China, and I will spend some time to build my own fleet. Once fleet ready, I will go to war with China, and I believe they don't have maybe very lot of money, to be honest, so maybe they can even bankrupt technically, I believe, because they spend super a lot of money on military, you know, 48,000 only on one of their military squads. Oh, they even playing invasion. That will be very nice. While they try to invade me, I can definitely just, I don't know, fight back without any problem. Yeah, just in one battle we killed 20,000 Chinese while we lost even less than 1,000 Japanese. All right, our coup be successful, and now we pass right to associate. It's even awesome, guys. In reality I wanted to do this because I had obligation to intelligence for do so. Oh, that's very nice. Now we need to have again elections. All right, fine. So now we could try to reform government for get some legitimacy. Can we do it? No, we cannot do it. Look at this. Even when I add, oh my god, worthless words. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't get legitimacy because of incapability. That they summarize very different from everyone else. So they did coup, but legitimacy not increased as well. But at least they passed one good law for me. At least something. Yeah. Well, I don't have a lot of option because of a very low legitimacy. I can only try to pass wage subsidies, which is not a lot of chance that I will do it, but I can try. Like 10% chance, 11% fail, probably will not pass, but I could try. Yeah, I love how I'm playing. Now we are officially the most developed country in the world. We're #1 economy in the world, but we the most aggressive, radical country in the world as well. So I abandoned probably this commitment, which I did towards them, that it will increase quality of life. Probably no, but maybe in 11 years I had ability to pass, but you know, I don't want to risk because now we have anyway low legitimacy. If we have now several additional punishment, this is not important at all. So, and all of this punishment will disappear in 14 years. Yeah, and worthless words will disappear in 4 years. So yeah, about 10 years for sure we will be in such conditions where we cannot add any additional laws. Well, it is what it is because they didn't wrote this as far as I remember, so it's not my problem that they developers of game not wrote that I will get punishment because of this, you know. Yeah, I don't want to invest money inside fleet, and my fleet is building super slowly, so I decided to go more fast and just offer Russia investment rights in Japan because I think they will not invest anyway a lot inside me. They don't have a lot of money, I must say. And we will just have ability to pass our armies through Japan, through Russia, sorry. Yeah, and now we will just create very, very powerful military. Probably I want to mobilize some of my military, and after I will send towards Russia them. We will get 210 conscripts, so in total it will be about 300 something army. So yeah, it will be fine. Alright guys. Better learn now than never, right? I discovered that I cannot do nothing. I cannot send my army through Russia because I don't have any province inside Russia. So for do so, I must own at least one province in territory of Russia. And I don't know even how to do it. I could try to trade with Russia of some states, but I don't think it's very possible. Yeah, maybe I could just buy Sakhalin from Russia, but not has a lot of sense because I need to buy something on land of Russia. For example, I think Primoria could be a good thing because it's super close coast towards border of China, and I believe I can do it. So let's try. All right, I see even if I give them monopoly rights and give them a lot of money and transfer a lot of goods, I think I still will not be able to convince them to give me this land. So it means it was very pointless agreement with Russia. Yeah, so I think I go quit of this. I don't get a lot of punishments. Yeah, infamy decay only what I get. Problem. Well, whatever. So now since we need to build our own fleet, we don't have any other option how we could land in territory of China or Korea, for example. So problem that I do not understand why I am rising conscripts, because I cannot land because my fleet is building super slowly. So I don't know, guys, why I declared this war. I think this is nonsense war. So yeah, that's very weird situation. I don't know what I need to do. Maybe I could quit of this war, but I don't know how and when. So I think I will just quit of this war. Like I will get humiliation, 25% prestige and generation leverage, but I don't know. I don't care about this a lot. I think I'm fine. Like nothing changed a lot. Of course, it's bad for my power block probably, but whatever. Yeah, and talking about mandate, I believe I want to get militarized industry for get decreased price on military goods. Well, maybe that will be strange if I do this, but also the option I have to get companies. I don't know, guys. I really not sure about what I want to do. Maybe better develop economy and military will be good itself, but maybe I want a military, maybe I will go at war with other countries quite soon. Our reinvestment is 700,000. This is unbelievable. Yeah, we have already 1.7 thousand construction sector, and our country is doing incredibly good. Really, all problem is these radicals, and they even start slowing down, like going down. This is very, very nice, but still we have absolutely illegitimate government. Well, so now I will try to develop my economy and prepare for war with Russia, because I need to Sakhalin, right? And it's really very absurd situation that I have number one economy in the world. I'm the most powerful economy in the world, but I don't have ships, because for produce ships it's require a lot of time, as you could see. Like its employment growing very slowly. So of course I will get very big fleet, but until I get good fleet I cannot go at war with no one, because I will lose. I don't have ability to land my units on their land, Also about technology and production area, I believe we have all of this technology. We really don't need nothing else. Only arc welding will be really nice to get, but I don't want to invest next 10 years of my technological investments into this area. Also society, I don't want to develop more because I have anyway a lot of radicals and it's really bad, so I don't want to do it right now for sure. So I believe I could spend some of my technology into military for have strong military, prepare to war with Russia, China, Spain, because they have own Philippines. So yeah, I think we can do it for sure. Start study technology for get range work maybe in relatively soon future, like repeaters, iron card. We passed wages subsidies, which will increase welfare payments, but what important, it will increase building wage target, which means all salaries will in Japan increase. So people will become more rich. It will decrease reinvestments, but it scale with a level of institution of society, social institution. For that reason, right now I will not do this nothing. I will wait until I run out of peasants, and only once I run out of peasants, I will use this wage subsidies, growing institution. Yeah, mostly what I mean, because wages will increase it means incomes of all factories will decrease. So it means rich people will become more poor and reinvestments will fall. For that reason, industrialization will slow down if I will increase wages right now. For that reason, we don't need consumption of people increase now. We need just run out of peasants, Look at this. Finally, in 1893, we can create unstable government. Well, it is better than illegal government, But about worker rights, I want to definitely give maximum worker rights, worker protections, because it allows to increase minimum salaries incredibly fast, like plus 10, you could see minimum building wage target, which means all salaries will become more expensive. And if you scale this with 5 levels, it means plus 50% to salaries. And it's not means that government will spend any money. So it's only our capitalists who will spend money, and will increase consumption of our population, and it will increase significantly our GDP and economic growth. And now officially we run out of metal completely. Also we completely almost run out of coal. I will finish construction of coal mines, and it means we run out of raw resources. So for expand our economy, we need go at war for conquer other countries. Yeah, this is law of imperials. Imperial Japan must conquer other countries, but we're not imperial. We're just a republic. But no matter. We need our resources, and we don't have them. And you could buy them, yeah, but it's more easy if you conquer them, also about for prepare war with Russia, I decided to do defense pact with America because America is one of the most big military powers in the world. Maybe just beyond a little of Britain and France, but in general, I think it's a very good alliance. And now, because we have alliance with United States of America, we can very easily, I think, go at war with Russia. And I think we will win this war, even without United States of America, I think. But, I just wanted, additional allies in case. Oh, okay, now start war. I think all fine. Of course, I will get enemy as Spain and Austria, but Austria is not dangerous at all. And Spain is not very developed country right now, I believe. So it will be fine if I deal with them. I want to conquer only Sakhalin right now from Russia, because I don't have strong fleet for land inside Russia, I believe. Like only 150, but 150 is already quite not bad. I must say it's not so bad. I will think maybe I could land in Russia technically and conquer something from Russia. Yeah, that would be very nice if I had ability to do so. As you can see, we increased our fleet very significant. Now we have about 140 battalions, but our professional military is not big, only 200. So that will be really big question if we will able to beat Russia with this or not. Probably no. Maybe we will force it to rise conscripts. So yeah, we will see how it goes. I see that I don't have any opportunity to invite any other country fight for me. Well, Spain decided to fight for Russia. Well, okay, Spain, whatever. I see right now that they kind of busy with war of Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire decided to attack Spain and Russia protecting Spain. So they in a very big war. And Ottoman Empire quite industrialized, 51 million GDP. So it is not so easy war for them. So they will be distracted by Ottomans. And I will have good opportunity to conquer, I think, Sakhalin and others. And maybe, if Spain decided to go at war to me, maybe I could declare war on Spain, but I'm not sure about this. Because technically you could see that the Russian armies will be super far from east. They will fight in west probably. Yeah. So for that reason, maybe I have opportunity to land my armies into Primoria. Because if I will able to land my armies in Primoria while all Russian armies is there, I have very, very strong chance to conquer a lot of territory from Russia. And as well forced nationalization. As you could see, Russia own 5% of our economy and Spain own only 3 buildings, but yeah, why not? I could conquer as well Spanish building and Austrian buildings. Austria own about 1.7% of our economy, which is technically nonsense. So I'm not sure if I want to spend infamy on this. Maybe it's not worth it to conquer this. Probably not worth it at all. But what I think will be worth it for sure is liberate Yakutia from Russia and liberate Kamchatka, maybe Buryatia as well. Not bad idea, I think. And I will conquer Primoria. And I need to conquer something here for I can conquer Yakutia later myself. So I probably need to conquer Amur and Okhotsk. No, it seems I cannot do it because I choose it to liberate these states. Well, fine. So between liberate Chukotka and Kamchatka, I believe it's more worth it to liberate. I don't know, they both look super bad at these states and not exist any possibility to discover resources. Or maybe Chukotka has possibility to discover resources, alright. I will liberate Chukotka as well. So I decided I will not put any war goal on Spain. I will wait until they capitulate. So for that reason, I don't put any war goal. And I very hope that I already have good fleet and I will be able very quickly land in east of Russia and start to conquer their territories. And I think if I will also increase my conscripts, rise my conscripts, I will win this war relatively easy, without problem. Okay, finally war begins. We have fleet, that's fine. We have 40 or even 30 advantage. I think that will be sufficient for win these battles. Okay, let me check. Yeah, 47 offense, 48 defense, but we have more people right now and we will win this. Nice, nice, very good indeed. I like it. Oh yes, I'm super happy that I did my fleet. So look at this. They have supply minus 19. Oh my god, because of shortage 19% supply. Like I put my fleet here and I put my second fleet here and I put them for the raid convoys. So now they will raid convoys of Russian and Spanish and they will lose all of their military power. Yeah, you can see here. They will lose all their organization because of supply shortage. Oh my god, this is incredibly cool, guys. Incredibly cool. So yes, Sakhalin will conquer 100%. And I have over problem that seems Ottoman Empire will capitulate very soon. They already happy for white peace. So it means all of this military of Russia and over will go towards me, which is not very ideal, not very nice, I must say, guys, but it is what it is, Okay, now I need to reestablish my government and I see that it will become a legal government. So I could maybe decrease taxes for increased legitimacy. Yeah, that will be very expensive for my budget. I will lose a lot of money, but I need to do it because I need pass mass conscription law. It means I will be able to get about 100 barrack level and also conscription about 100 additional. So come on, when you do it, we could promise political concession towards Hemin, which is not very good, but I need pass this mass conscription for sure. I need to do it. So we successfully beat Russians and Austrians and Spanish here. So while they fighting still with Ottoman Empire, maybe we have ability to land our armies. So we need just unite our fleet, and once we unite our fleet, we can start naval invasion there. Okay, now started battle with Spanish fleet for superiority inside Japan Sea, and we temporarily losing. Oh no, we haven't winning. Oh my god, yeah. But we have a lot more fleet here, so we'll definitely win this. And as you see, all Russian, Spanish military, they going back towards Ottoman front line probably. And while they're doing this, they will have zero military here. So right now, I think I have very good opportunity just land my military inside Primoria. Once battle finished here, like okay, battle finished. So I think I have very good opportunity to do so. It will be incredibly easy. And I don't have any, I think, military armies here. Yeah, look at this. We have 200 battalions against only 9 battalions of Russians. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, and our economy focused on automobiles, automatization. Now is really doing super good. We have almost 300 million GDP. And what is more fascinating for me, we have 1.16 million, so 1,116,000 reinvestments, which is a crazy amount of money. And standard of living 15.1, which is 11 in the world. And so finally our radicals start to decreasing, and it's happening very, very fast. So I could say we passed the most hard times of Japan. Now will be a lot more easy everything. I think so. Yeah, and especially this very successful landing, as you could see. Our landing were incredibly successful in this part of Russia, but I see that Russia don't have any almost, no, yes, they have connection here. So there's very little connection. So I want to for this army will be focused on conquering these territories, and if they will divide, I want to for this continue go into west part of Russia and it for go to east part of Russia. Yeah, plan working perfectly. We separated into 2 front lines. This is small army conquering Kamchatka or whatever is this, and this small army is going, like, not small, it's like 190 battalions going to west part of Russia. And this is really funny because Russia really were so focused on Ottoman Empire that they don't even had any military in this front line. And I think this is kind of very weird. Artificial intellect kind of sleeping. I don't know what is going on. Russia don't send any military. They're like, I don't know what is going on. Seems they may be worried that I will land inside their capital and they don't send military on this front line, but it's not has any sense. Yeah. So we technically won this war already. We need only conquer Chukotka, and Chukotka is this, and it will be conquered right now in next 1 week. Yeah, so now we have completely full conquered Russia, and Russia will capitulate. Now we need just wait. Our industrialization going so fast that we have only 3 million peasants left, and we have already 14 million full employed Japanese people. So we have less than 4% people living below standard of living. So that's incredibly nice. Oh, finally Russia decided that we conquered a lot of their territories. Yeah, but I think it's kind of late, Russia, but better now than never. We could even mobilize maybe our conscripts, because we already have maximum advantage. We conquered all what we wanted, and this war will finish soon, so it will be not expensive to mobilize conscripts now, for sure. And we could increase maybe our luxury supplies for guarantee that our army fight very good, because we will have now very huge war with all of this. But I believe Spain should capitulate very soon. Yeah, capitulation desire very close, war support very close to 0. So this war will be finished, I guess, soon. And I don't see a lot point to fight with them, so I will just put all my military into defense, I think, now, and I will just wait until Russia capitulate, because yeah, I don't need to fight with them for sure. Yeah, and as far as I see, no way that they will be able to conquer me. Like, we have 67 defense right now, just unbelievable. So also, because I say we have very little peasants, it has absolutely sense to increase minimum salaries for increased consumption of population and put out this money from reinvestments, because we don't need so lot of reinvestments already. Yeah, so we will now give worker rights to them, increase their salaries. I literally ran out of construction sector. In each province of Japan, we have maximum amount of construction sectors right now. Yeah, that's fascinating, guys. And we still don't losing money. This is completely safe. Like, it's completely healthy situation for our economy, as I see now, which is, yeah, that's crazy. Okay, I think I get a little bored that Russia do not capitulate, so I send my armies into attack, conscripts including, and yeah, we have advantage 34, so Russia is it's losing here very heavily. So now they don't have any option, only just capitulate. At least I think so. And you can decide that our standards of living is 60 and now 6 in the world. This is like very high spike jumps. It's literally because of minimum salaries. Literally only because of this. I have ability to create right now one Japanese company, and I don't need even think about this. I will create Chugoku Premium Motor, which will give me bonus towards automobile and engine production. We are already leader in the world of production of automobiles. More correct to say even monopolist. So by creating this company, we will guarantee our superiority in this market forever. Yeah, you can see, for example, world market 18% price. We produce 7,000 cars while no one produce nothing. So we dominate very good in this market. So now I think it's kind of pointless to continue war with Russia because we need to prepare war with China. And while I attacking, I still losing a lot manpower. For that reason, I prefer better for they stay here in defense. My general died and I have zero organization. Oh, that's funny. And Russia will capitulate very soon. So yeah, we could wait. That's fine. Also, as you see, everyone hate us, especially in opposition, because we get -7 opposition interest group approval because of lack of authority. We spend this authority on taxes, and I think we have money right now, gold reserves, for cancel these taxes. That'll be not a big deal for us. Completely worth it to do it. So yeah, we literally occupied half of Russia. That's what I mean, superiority of Japanese army. So I think, guys, it's fair to say that we are now army #1 army in the world. Yeah, I don't see no one is who bigger than us. Even the United States of America not have so big army as us. And once we will now pass mass conscription, we will create even maybe more 200 professional battalions, and we will be 2 times more powerful than any other country in the world. And in our flotillas, we're already #1, but in fleet power, I don't think so. Yeah, fleet power, we're definitely not the biggest, but I especially intended created very a lot of flotillas because I wanna use these flotillas for land my armies into territory of enemy. For that reason, we need first of all have a lot of flotillas, and only once we have very a lot of flotillas, we could start to think about create powerful flotillas like add capital ships and others, you know. Also, it's fair to say that we can start preparation with war with China for transfer Korea towards Japan. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we passed mass conscription. That's perfect. Now we can create one additional army and put 200 battalions there. My army template, it will be 100 infantry units, 80 artillery, and 20 cavalry for, you know, speed up conquer of territories, because our army conquers slowly and cavalry get bonus of battle occupation. In mobilization option, we will put medical support, supplements of morale. Probably I don't want to do it, not has sense, it's very expensive. Yeah, something like this. And now we nationalize buildings of Russia, conquer Sakhalin and others, and we could see that our economy is 88% now, and once we won this war, our economy now 91% ownership in our hands. That's nice. Yeah, so now we have land here, and we could very easily attack China. We don't need land inside China, so problem is solved. Only one problem that happened, very strange bug, where my military instead go to China, they go to Austria. Sorry, what is going on? That is weird. And yeah, that's very weird. That's very weird, guys. Okay, so I guess I need to send all my military there, and how I will do it, I will just delete my army and send them there. Yeah, that's weird, but I don't have any other option to do so. I could say that's strange. Fine. I want to liberate Hebei from China. After I want to conquer this state after Henan and probably Shandong. So my plan is that I wanna why I cannot so because I declare war on Korea, I cannot conquer states in a China. What? I think this is bug. Okay, and now I reload game and I don't have any problem. I could continue conquer states. So I cannot conquer states if I click liberate country. Well, that's very weird. Seems kind of bug in past, not what as this, but whatever. So let's click Shandong. Where is this? Okay, we conquer Shandong. After we conquer Hebei. After we need conquer Henan. And after we need conquer Xi'an. And after we need liberate Xingia. Liberate country, Hebei. Yeah, we could literally do it. So, and we have 30 maneuvers especially for do so. So we'll click here and liberate Hebei. So seems like my plan, I want to separate China into half. So with hope that some China will become rebellious. Like China will shatter, and we'll have very lot small states which we will conquer later very easy for very low infamy. Also about these new states which we conquer, we will of course incorporate these states, and you know, Carfuto, we could build here even iron mines, coal mines, and everything, you know, for populate this state and use these raw resources, because we want to use these raw resources for sure. Like, it's really weird that Russia had these states, and for me it's like, why they need to own these states if they not build nothing there? We Japanese will build everything there because we don't have raw resources. We need this, you know? Russia don't need this. Yeah. And now it's time to give women rights. I don't know how we can do it, but this is literally the last law which we need pass for be successful economy. Once we give women rights, we will get very lot workers and it will accelerate our development even more. But it will be hard with 49% stall chance. But okay. And by the way, war with China started, and we could see that we have a 17.1 standards of living, number 2 in the world. Yeah, so Japan live better than majority countries in the world. Well, yeah, that's kind of curious, kind of fascinating. So war with China started, and China decided to attack me. I don't know why, because I had low moral and low organization, so they decided it's good a chance, but not China. I don't think it's good chance. You will lose this battle for sure, and as many others. Here I'm using my classic strategy, put out some of my military from front line, for example, into reserves for enemies start to attack us, and in defense we will win for sure, because defense in Victoria 3 are a lot more times easy than offense. Like you could see, we're getting 73 defense and we're killing very a lot of Chinese people. Yeah, and as you could see, this strategy worked incredibly good. We killed already 200,000 Chinese while we lost only 100,000 Japanese, which is indeed very good. And we have a problem with voting. I wonder if we pass this, but it's very hard to pass this, I believe. Whatever. Alright, 74% stall chance and only 25% success chance. That's really look bad, I must say, guys. That's not look good. Probably we will fail to pass this woman surface. So our economy not will become developed because of this. Yeah, unfortunately. But at least our army, until they were fighting with Chinese, we created second army successfully, professional, and we will send this army to front line for prepare attack. So now having 185,000 additional military, we send to front line, and we have an advantage 35, which means we can very easily, I think, crush Chinese armies with such advantage. Yeah, now put into attack everyone, and let's see how it goes. Yeah, 39 offense against 32 defense, and yeah, I think we're killing very good Chinese. Very nice indeed. So yeah, China now will lose their front line very fast and very quickly. Oh my god, guys, I don't know how it's happening, but we successfully passed women suffrage with 50% chance or something like this. Unbelievable. Now we will get a lot more workforce, which is incredibly good. And more of that, I see that we have opportunity to pass workplace safety office, which will increase even more our minimum salaries, and we need to do so as soon as possible. Now we have ability to select militarized industry 2, which will decrease cost on military goods, and technologies become very close to discover trench works, trench infantry, and we can do it for sure. Also I want a technology which will allow me to ignore penalty from landing. That will be very handy for me. And all over technology which increase army offense and etc. More of that, I think it's not very good idea to do so, because this is, you will see, this is technology of level 4, and I think it's also not a bad idea to discover siege artillery, but siege artillery consume radios, and we don't have radios yet. So if we want to get this artillery, we will be forced to study technology of industries. So maybe we can increase here war propaganda or army offense, and once we completely study this, we can go to study, okay, machine guns. I think also we can discover which are problem, and once we finish with this, we go to study radio, and once we finish to study radio, we will able to get siege artillery, which is the most powerful artillery in the game. Yeah, front line look incredibly good for us. China have only 160,000 soldiers against 500,000 of Japanese. So once we will conquer capital, we will get our war goals, and it will happen maybe next 1 year or something like this. Yeah, what I could say, guys, it's not going so fast as I expected, but still better, you know, than war with Russia for sure, and our first war with China. Now I see that we don't have population officially finished, and despite women going to work in factories, and it's increasing significant. Like already I see 1.8 million maybe women entered to workforce. It's anyway not sufficient, so our GDP economy growth stop it, and it will be very hard to grow now until we not conquer China. But I think once we conquer these Chinese provinces, we will get a lot GDP grow. We could invest money. But anyway, now I'm offering you guys to build one additional army that I'm talking about. Even these armies will use supplies and will get hospitals, but I will not give them supplements additional. It will cost 76,000 for us, which is completely fine, and I hope we will hope we will win this war with China, because it's really very annoying that we so a lot of time spending on win this war and we cannot win. It's really annoying, I must say. Finally we conquered capital, and this war will finish. We killed 1 million Chinese people. people. Oh my god. This is unbelievable big amount of people who died in this war. Well, it's sad that we killed our Chinese brothers, but well, they didn't give up. This is their mistake, right? Technically. Okay, what? Shaanxi? Hunan? Oh my god, look at this. Exists territory which has name Henan, and I conquered territory with name Hunan. Yeah, that's mistake. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, despite such big mistake, we anyway get 10 million population here and 17 million population here. So it means it's about 50 million population additional, which we could incorporate inside Japan. And I think relatively fast we will give them very lot of work. And I hope it will be big potential for our capitalists for they could invest money here. So I think that's nice. And more of that, what is nice about this, that they have ability to, like we have ability to construct construction sectors here in large scale. Yeah, that's the most important thing, I think. Yeah, because we were quite limited in amount of construction sectors which we had, and now this limitation disappears. And about these two states, we cannot do nothing with them. It not has any sense to develop them because yeah, I think I could give something to Hebei. I could give them my state because it has anyway more sense. Yeah, because my state here, I will just lose its state completely. So for my private investor not invest money here, I will just give back this to them. And about this state, I don't know what to do with this state. Not has any sense. I will just maybe put out investments, infrastructure from railway. For this state not had any infrastructure, and my capitalist not invest money here. Yeah, that will be kind of my plan. And I don't know if I wanna incorporate this state. I could try to see how it goes. Alright, so now I'm thinking that I could annex probably Dynam, and I don't see no one who will really go to support Dynam. For that reason, I think it will be really very easy target. Also, we have ability to, I think, upgrade our ships into monitors from frigates, and it means they will now consume only iron card. They will not consume longer like old ships, so we need also go to manufacturers and switch these ships. I know that it will be very expensive. Probably now it will cost 2 or 3 times more money to maintain this fleet, but I want to have, you know, powerful fleet. It's necessary for me because I will have a war with Britain, and I think it will happen relatively soon. So I need to have a good amount of ships, steam ships for sure. One revolution in Korea, of course I could help them without problem. That's not a big deal. Okay, I just decided to create one new army. It will be small army of only 30 battalions, and I will send this into Korea for protect Korea from revolution. I think everything will be fine. We unlocked successfully trench infantry, which means now our military will be the same powerful as British military, because they already have trench infantry. So we could start to think about war with Britain maybe in the soon future. Or maybe before we go to war with Britain has more sense to try to conquer Philippines and West Indies. Sorry, I talk very strange. And I see because Russia now has peace with me, they will not go at war and they will not help them. Maybe only Netherlands will try to help Spain, but it's still not a big deal. So let's try to do it. Seems this prediction were wrong. Russia decided to support Spain despite we have peace with Russia. I mean, that's weird. I don't know how this game works sometimes, but it is what it is. So it seems we will have now again war with Russia and Spain. Well, that's fine for me. Russia is not bad war goal, I think. It will be even interesting to fight with Russia, I think. Okay, and war with Spain, I think I want to transfer subject as Cuba. I mean, transfer Puerto Rico as well. I don't know, it's not has a lot of sense, but I don't see a lot point anyway in this war. And as well, I will nationalize all buildings of Spain. It will give me 7 infamy, but not, like I would want to, but not has sense. Nationalize building of Mexico, maybe has more sense. It has 35 buildings levels. Let me check how much percentage of GDP. It's about 0.7% of our GDP, which is very small. So I don't think it's worth it, maybe things. Maybe we don't need to nationalize this. And I don't want to maybe fight with Russia. And I'm super happy that Spain put liberate Ezo as war goal in Japan. For that reason, I will not capitulate if Russia will conquer this territory, because I don't want to maybe fight with Russia. I want to just focus on fight with Spain. So now I have 114 points, which I can use for a liberation of territories. For example, Andalusia, Galicia, Catalonia, and it will cost me about 100 or something. Yeah, I think maybe I could spend all my points here on liberate territory inside Spain. For Spain never annoy me more, because they will become super weak once I liberate solid territory from them. Andalusia and Catalonia. Also Leon, if I will liberate, that is super good. So I believe Spain will not be able to do nothing after liberation of Leon, Catalonia and Andalusia. Yeah, we probably completely destroy Spain, and we could even conquer something if we want to. Okay, I don't see anything which we will conquer in Spain, so maybe we could enforce article. I'm thinking what to do, but I don't see any sense to do, to be honest. Of course I can try to go at at war with Russia as well, but I don't want to maybe spend my points on war with Russia. Probably I don't need this. And it will be super easy war because Spain has very little military, very little fleet, so I will just land my army in Spain and war finish it in 1 or 2 years probably. It'll be super quickly. So I combine my 5 Japanese army with 4 Japanese army into 4 Japanese army, and we will have 300 units in this army, which will be super sufficient for conquer Spain. We could even maybe mobilize them, but maybe we don't need. We need to wait right now. Yeah. So war started, and we need just choose Spain and our army of 300 battalions, and that's it. They cannot do nothing with this. They don't have enough fleet or military for handle this. So this war will finish very soon. I think war started in 1903, so I think that will be fast. China has revolution. Well, that's nice. I see that they're trying to do invasion inside Japan with very small battalions. Well, they could do as they wish, but we have a lot of military, so we'll just mobilize this military and send to protect Japan. I think 2 military of 50 battalions will be more than sufficient for handle all of these problems potential. Our investments inside army were definitely worth it, because despite they have 300,000 soldiers and we have only 200 soldiers, we very successfully destroying their armies in a very, very heavy rate, like 60,000 dead, only 16,000 from our side lost. So yeah, we almost conquered capital, so it's really half year and we finished this war maybe, or kinda. I know, you know guys, I think if we already in Europe, like why we need to go back to Asia, like we could conquer French colonies, like for example in Sahara I see here we could conquer 2 states and transfer Senegal and Niger, as well French East Africa. I believe that will be not bad idea if we could transfer for ourselves all of this. So sound as nice. Go to war. And I don't see a lot of countries who will support them. Who it will be? Yeah, I don't see any country, only Mexico will support them, but Mexico already at war with us, so I don't feel scary about this. That's interesting. Now will be one coup in our government. Well, that's not sound good. Maybe we don't want this coup, but I think it will happen. 1.H. Well, yeah, probably it will happen. Alright, so we send offer towards Spain, where they finish war with us, and they finish it. So right now they completely destroyed, and we get as well Cuba and Philippines now under Japanese control. And now we have war with France, but they don't have any allies, so I think it will be really very easy war, at least I think so. So we just prepare our military and go at war. First battle, and we already killed 15,000 Japanese, sorry 15,000 French and Mexicans, and only 5,000 Japanese. Yeah, we are doing super efficient landing, and as you can see our army has trench infantry, and they still have like normal infantry. They don't have even trench infantry as far as I see, at least Mexicans. So yeah, 20 advantage from landing. Now I will prepare to war with Britain, because I think Britain must be my last war before I go to infamy above 100, because they have very a lot colonies as well, Congo, Cape Colony. So once I transfer all of this towards me, it'll be very nice. Okay, I think we need a little wait with war with Great Britain, because I think I need to send some of my military towards China, because I will have uprising. And I was told like, oh, maybe I could pass multiculturalism or at least cultural exclusion, and seems no, because my trade unions, which supposed to be communist or socialist, they are ethno-nationalist, proletarian, populist, anti-slavery. Yeah, that's absurd. I don't know how you could be egalitarian and ethno-nationalist in the same time, but whatever. So for that reason, I will have constantly rebellions, probably from China and others. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. Capital France completely occupied by our troops, and now war support of France will drop very fast, so we will get all of these African colonies and they will be ours. By the way, now guys, you know, I start to think, and I believe maybe I don't need to have this war with China, because kinda, I don't know, I want to maybe finish Britain first, because Britain is very scary, have very big economy, like half of my economy, and this is really scary, so I want to maybe deal with them before I deal with China. So I click here for transfer subject, and I hope no one will support them. Maybe only Prussia will support, and America I hope will not support. All right, we will see how it goes. Oh no, I see 29% chance that America will support. Oh, that will be quite bad, but that's fine. I think we could handle this, maybe. Yeah, America has very bad fleet, so probably we will handle this. Main problem will be for I transfer all my armies towards Britain relatively fast, you know. And now, while we're doing all of this, we could invade very fast. Yeah, we cannot invade now, but we could invade later. I don't know how much ships I want to have. Maybe about 50 ships will be sufficient. I don't need maybe to have more, so I will send my fleet, I don't know, into Japan maybe. Because problem that I need some kind of repair my fleet and upgrade my fleet, because I have very a lot of frigates, and I want to upgrade these frigates, and I cannot do it until I'm in sea, so I need come to land for do so. And these ships here, can I upgrade them here or not? That really will be interesting question for me, to be honest. Okay, they say it's repaired, but I don't see if it's upgrading, become upgraded. 186, and yeah, look, upgrade worked perfectly even when they stayed in occupied territories. The most important for they be in some port. Alright, I upgrading my ships, nice, because I need prepare to war with Britain, because definitely my old fleet will be not able to fight with Britain. Alright, what about them? Okay, they are also upgrading my monitors, fine. Okay, America side with Great Britain, this is incredibly terrible. That's what I wanted will not happen, but it's happened. Okay, Prussia even side, but Prussia don't have fleet, so I must say I don't feel very a lot scary, but you know, for be sure that everything will go okay, we need to create one additional army of 200 battalions with my, let's say, standard design, about 100 range infantry, 80 artillery, and 20 lancers. I prepared a war with Britain. I want to transfer Canada, Australia, British Niger, Congo, Senegal. Also liberate Wales, Cornwall, and humiliate Great Britain. That's what I want to do, and nothing else probably, because I don't want to exceed my infamy, which is almost 100. I don't want to exceed infamy of 100, at least for now. Also, as you could see, we successfully upgraded our fleet. We have about more than 300 monitors and almost 80 ironclads. So we have superiority on a fleet compared to Britain. We overpass them, and if we will do everything correct, I think we have very low chance to successfully win this war against Britain with very fast landing in a capital and force them to capitulate, the same as we did with France. You see, war with France was really maybe 1 or 2 years, and you could see results of this. Yeah, Japanese Niger, Senegal, sorry guys, and this is also our colonies. Also, we own now East Africa. You see that we conquered very lot of territories from France, and it literally was 2 years war. All of this colony now ours. So I hope it will be same war with Britain. I hope so. We get an additional mandate for we could improve our militarized industry, which will give us plus 50% supply road cost, like minus, and give balloon reconnaissance. Well, that's a strange name. Balloon recon, right? That's fine. And this balloon recon should help our armies to be more efficient. How much money it will give, I don't know. I will check it later after war with Britain. I don't want to do it now. Okay, our military successfully arrived. We have about 300 military here, which we could land inside London. Will be perfect. And here 200 military, which we could land in East Anglia. It will be like our reserve situation. Like if England will be successful in defense, we have ability to conquer capital. And if capital will be successful in defense, we have ability to conquer England, and landing will be successful, and we will conquer capital, and Britain will capitulate from this war. At least it's in my head. I don't know what will happen in reality. Now, because a lot of my convoys suck, I think only one strategy which I need to use is build as many as possible ports for have unlimited amount of convoys, because they start to destroy my convoys in England here, and if they will destroy my convoys completely, I will lost supply towards my army, and I will lose this invasion. Well, as you see, England all in fire, both Japanese guns. Yeah, very successful invasion. We had successfully landing in England, so England now will capitulate, but it will take a lot of time because war only started. And now here I see very brutal battles in the sea. Some of them we are winning definitely, and some of these battles we're losing. So it's happened because of, for example, torpedo boats, which exist in army of Great Britain, and they completely not exist in my army. So many reasons why it's happening. So exists possibility that we could lose these sea battles, and it will be super bad for us, because if we lose, it means they will sink all our convoys, and our troops here will be without supplies. So right now, while we have still supplies and we're not lost like our fleets, we need to put all efforts possible to conquer as many as possible part of England or increase capitulation of Britain. As you see, it was 0.9, now it's already 1.6, and it's happened mostly because of capitulation. Like we occupation, not capitulation. Alright, seems we destroyed enemy fleet. Wonderful. So it means it's super successful landing. Of course, enemy trying to land in Japan, but what is good about Japan? Japan is only one strategic region. So if you go to strategic regions, you could see Japan is only one region. And when enemy try to land, he have ability to land here, and we need just send our military here, and they will successfully protect all Japan from landings, which is super easy if you think about so. about this. And here I see Portugal trying to invade in the Philippines. Well, that's fine. They could do whatever they want. And I see chance that Vietnamese uprising trying to beat me. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't know. I could try to maybe send off some of my military. I don't know. Yes. Yeah, but guys, it's super successful. It's what? I lost military here? What? That was strange. How is it possible that I lost? I do not understand how I lost. I cannot lost. So now while we stand here, we could just put blockade, raid convoys, blockade for put maximum problems to Britain, destroy their economies. I think we're doing this very, very successfully. You see, their economy was 260 millions and now it's only 200 million. So 60 million economy was destroyed completely, and that was really nice. And I continue trying to do invasion in East England, and I don't understand why I'm doing this, because I already successfully occupied capital. Well, but it's fine. It's fine. That's weird. Maybe I'm losing these battles because of this. Oh no, we're not losing. Oh my god, our first landing was successful and second landing also very successful. Yeah, you could see we're winning this battle, but this is battle against Britain, United States of America, and even Prussia. But it seems we're winning so easily because America and Prussia not sent all their military. Yeah, you could see Russia has a lot of military which they not sent yet, and America, as you could expect, also has a lot of military which they not sent, or they sent to very strange location. For example, in Guyana, they fighting with Brazil because right now probably that's the reason why they go there. And I think I need to try to put efforts for destroy enemy fleet, because they're trying to destroy my convoys here in Africa, and I think they also destroying my convoys somewhere here, yeah, in Asia. So I will try to destroy this enemy fleet as I can, because I see I already start to get like penalties. My organization start to fall because of supply shortage, which is really bad. So probably we will need to stay in defense right now for some time. Okay, we successfully destroyed one fleet of our enemies here, and we can move our fleet into our location for fighting our place, for example in Asia here, and we will secure our convoys towards Britain, which means we will be able to conquer Britain completely. So now, because war with Britain seems will be finished relatively fast, maybe we can start to prepare war with China. Like, think what provinces we could conquer. I think maybe we could conquer Shanxi and others, and maybe we can go above 100 infamy, and I think it'll be fine. Yeah, we're gonna start world conquest now after war with Britain again. So now you guys, you can see where we wanna attack. We wanna attack technically right now countries with the most big amount of economy, because they are our competitors, you know. And as far I see, we destroyed Britain. Britain no longer will be a big problem now. They are a lot more weak than us, and now the biggest enemy is United States of America with 200 million GDP, and China. Now we will go at war with China, and once we finish war with China, we will go at war with United States of America, or try to maybe conquer some Latin American countries for land in America, you know, something like this. And as you can see, we discovered machine guns, which is very good, but we cannot apply them right now, I think, because we're kind of busy with war. Now finally we send our fleet and military towards Japan after 5 years. Maybe they were in Europe and they conquered for us very a lot Africa, despite they were in Europe, which is quite funny. Yeah, and we exceeded officially 100 infamy, so very soon someone will cut down size, I think sent towards us, and we see that a lot of countries start embargoing us. For example, United States of America issue embargo on us, and I think India embargo on us, Austria embargo, Spain embargo. So well, maybe that could harm our economy, but we don't care in reality. We are already quite big. We're 3 times bigger than United States of America, so we don't feel scary from no one, especially right now when we will conquer all colonies of Great Britain, whatever. Yeah, even China embargoing us, so everyone in the world now embargoing us, which is quite curious. Yeah, graduated taxation has problem already 2 setbacks. I'm not sure who will pass this law. At the war with China, I choose it about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces, which has very a lot population, approximately more than 100 millions. So, and our infamy officially above 100, 170 even. So we are expecting that very soon some big country will declare cut down size on us, and our war with Great Britain officially finished. They will capitulate right now, and we need to send our military, I think, to China, because we have this strange situation where our military become somehow always going inside Austria headquarters without any sense, despite I don't have any headquarters in Austria. My game still think that I have headquarters inside Austria without any sense. Yeah, so Great Britain capitulated, and we get all their colonies in Africa. So we have, except of course British East Africa, because we were not able to conquer this, but almost majority of the most big colonies we took. South Africa now our colony, Japanese Congo, Japanese Japanese Senegal, sorry guys, Niger. So very a lot of things we get. Britannia I think is still British. Yeah, that's kind of problematic, but we have power blocks, and power blocks we could see more easy. Where is our Japanese land? We own majority of African colonies, probably have Canada and Australia, yeah, as well. Also, you can see here that we have Netherlands, which own Indonesia, which we will want to conquer for rubber, definitely. And we have a lot of space in South America, which we can conquer for sure. And we will do it as soon as war with China will finish. That's really quite interesting that no one declared it yet, cut down size on me. But sometimes it's not happen when you have very high military. Maybe it's in my case. So it means no one will never declare war on cut down size of us, because everyone feels scared of us, because we have super big military. So we will see how it goes. I think we have already a little problem with government spendings. We have 62 million credits, which is quite a lot, I must say, guys. So this is really very shameful, because no one decided to help China. Now they will be alone. Only Ottoman Empire somehow, for some reason, decided to help China, but it will be definitely not sufficient for do anything against us. We could put on assigned strategic goal as capital, and we will just move our army towards capital. And this war will also finish relatively fast. I don't know how fast, but it will be really fast, I think, guys. By the way, China were able to get skirmish infantry and even shrapnel artillery, so China is doing really good. So if we will not have trench infantry, we will definitely have big problems right now for conquer world. But since we invested a lot money on our military, our technology, sorry, we will definitely not have any problems. So it's really couple maybe years we're getting radio, and once we get radio, we could get siege artillery, and that means we will become the most powerful officially army in the world. Also, because I don't feel scared technically of Chinese army, I decided to turn on mobilization option of support equipment, give machine guns. It will increase quite a lot spending on our military, but we definitely want to do it. It's worth it 100%, because it gives +5 offense, +5 and 10 defense, which is significant, especially when you fight same troops like trench troops of Europeans against trench troops of Japanese. It will help us significant. And our GDP is doing really good, but what I see, our private investors are not constructing so good now. They kind of in crisis. So main problem which I see right now is that we have quite a lot radicals in China, yeah, and population here is very uneducated, literacy 19%. So they can't work in our factories. Like, we're building factories and we want for they work, but they don't not work in these factories because they don't have enough education. So it will take very lot time until these people will be able to start work. As government, I try to invest money inside these places, make cheap electricity, do everything possible for my private investors start to build there, but it's not so easy to do. But as we see here, for example, we could definitely construct more power plants. By the way, I see that I can give chemical fertilizers, which I did for wheat farms, because I don't had wheat farms before, so that would be a good idea to do so. Also, maybe we could conquer over part of Taiwan, which we did not conquer it before for some reason, for we had ability to attack India from this land, and I'm not sure technically that I will use attack to India from land. With my superior fleet, I think it will be just more easy to land in the capital of India, yeah. And of course, I will be super happy to go at war with United States of America as soon as possible, for not let them develop, because they are super big. They are now second world economy, bigger than Britain, and we need to destroy America as fast as possible, yeah. Despite, guys, I love America, but in this party, in this game, we're playing for Japan and we want to dominate the world. So, and United States of America is our competitor and we need to destroy them, you know. Nothing personal, it's just business, you know. Yeah, that war really started not a lot time ago and we already conquered completely capital. So China will capitulate and it will happen super fast, -5.5 every 7 days. Look at this, change language of administration. I did not know this, but seems I have ability to change language. Let's change language of, oh my god, primary culture, Japanese. Oh wow, that's really works. Japanese religion Protestant. That's something which I not saw before. That's very weird. And we have one governor here. Well, I don't know. Maybe we could change governor as well. Appoint governor. Oh my god, that will be a big choice. Archi-traditionalist. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god, we have really big option. We could choose different governors. It's not was as this in past. So I see this guy as experienced extractor. So I think I wanna we extract resources from Canada, right? Wonderful. Oh my god. Japanese governor with Japanese primary culture of Canada. You know, guys, I think it could backflash because now majority population in Canada will be discriminated because they will not be a primary culture. Oh yeah, that will be probably strange. All right, you know, guys, I think, for example, here Japanese Congo, we definitely could change because there is anyway majority is Africans, so we change language towards Japanese. All right, and we also appointment gubernator because we also put experienced extractor. I don't know if I want to do so, but thing seems maybe I could even increase a relationship with my groups here because I have a lot different groups which I could change. For example, French Senegal, which is now occupied by who is this? Darfur. I'm at war with Darfur. What? Who is occupating me? I don't understand. Darfur occupied 75%. What? Okay, this is very weird. I'm in one war in which is my colony losing something. What? Oh no, wait a moment. Darfur, it's protectorate of Ottoman Empire. Oh my god. Okay, now it has sense. Right, now I understand what is going on here. All right, whatever. Okay, so I cannot change language here. Okay, but I could change language here. Fine. And also appointment gubernator, extractor, or maybe we don't want extractor. Maybe we want a military. You know, because I think big problem with colonies that they will, let's say, rebellions. So probably we need better put military generals everywhere. So here I see I cannot change my language, but I can, for example, appoint gubernator. No, I cannot appoint gubernator either here. Well, which is sad, but I could do in other place. Senegal, appoint gubernator, confirm, and military gubernator. Yep. Japanese Protestant. Oh my god. Well, this is very interesting function which not was existed before in the game. Also East Africa, appoint gubernator, and maybe I can appoint gubernator of petite bourgeoisie for improve my relationship with petite bourgeoisie for this step to be against my law. Maybe that has sense. Okay, I trying to appointment again one gubernator in South Africa. Yeah, Philippines, we see Spanish culture here. Well, I don't like Spanish culture. I want to for it be Japanese culture. Yeah. What a nonsense. An appointment governor, of course, experienced extractor, no, one businessman for improved relationship with petite bourgeoisie. Yeah, I want to do it as many as possible. So my colony is finished, right? I don't have any more place where I can do it. Maybe Cuba, but I don't. It not has sense to change language on Cuba on Japanese because primary culture Caribbeano. So yeah, probably I don't need this. But appointment governor, yeah, well not. Why not? I want to do it for sure. But when I will get my governors, I see that this guy he's not changed it. I appointed governor, but he not changed it. Well, that's strange. Whatever. I see one rebellion, Tunisian rebellion. Okay, fine. I could send some of my military there, which have problem. But for fight with Tunisians, or I cannot do this. Oh, seems no. So seems I will do invasion. Well, probably which have problem. I could do invasion there, which have any problem later. Yeah, and most of what I could construct right now in these Chinese provinces is farms because they don't have education to work in the factories, as I mentioned before. So I will just construct for government very a lot farms for I don't know why, but I can do it. Why not? For give at least some work to these people, integrate them inside our society. Now war with Vietnam started, and next war I think will be completely fine if we go at war with India because I don't know they kind of calm. They don't want to go at war with me. Well, which is strange for me. So I need to declare my interest in India as many as can and prepare to war with India. America decided to help India. Well, it's annoying me because they will send me probably a lot military, but you know, I don't care about it. I don't care. They wanna humiliate Japan and liberate Canada. Well, wish them luck with this. War with China come to end. Yep, we conquered about 6 states, and now we could even declare war on Xibei and conquer Xibei as well. So we'll have very a lot population. As you could see, we had 123 million population, and once we conquered all of the Chinese provinces, our population become 268, so we doubled our population. Well, that would be kind of expensive to incorporate all of this inside Japan. This would take very a lot money because of, you know, bureaucracy points, mostly because of this, but we need to do it. In long term, we want to incorporate China inside our country. Okay, our war goals will be conquer and transfer Siam and many of these states, as well want to conquer Indian capital and the most populated states for get maybe also additional 100 million people or maybe 80 million, something like this, for guarantee, you know, our ability to develop in the future. I think it will be very nice. And now we will spend very lot of time on incorporating all of these states maybe inside Japan. And if I'm very sure about that, I want to really incorporate all of these states of China inside Japan, because technically we are the same, right? It will be not very hard, 15 years only. Incorporation of state like this, it will be really problematic because it's 21 years, 20. So maybe many of states in America will not incorporate inside my country. country. That could be one of the options. Okay, war with India successfully started, so I just took the most powerful military, which I have here, and just land all my infantry in a capital of India. Surprisingly, I discovered that we still have war with Ottoman Empire because they wanted investment rights. In Korea. Well, I could give them investment rights in Korea. That's fine. Yeah, guys, if you wanna, that's no problem. I can give you. We have ability to select new mandate principle, and I think I wanna try to get food standardization number 3 because it will give me additional standard of living +1. And yeah, that was very small when we was talking about Japan, but because we're talking about India and China right now, one standard of living, it's about 10% growth of standards of living, which is very a lot, and we wanna get this because we have very a lot unemployed people and a lot peasants in China, which I don't know when and how will be even employed, so that will be really very handful for us. And I send my army towards USA, but I get supply shortage of 100%. I don't know how it's happened. Well, so this is army now completely unuseful to be there, and I cannot even send back this army, which is nonsense, but whatever. It's last update of Victoria 3 where they pushed me to cross armies through enemy territory is kind of strange, kind of weird, you know. It's work very weird because I cannot send my military now from Canada because of what? Like, not has any sense. Yeah, this type of bug which I was talking about, like, look at this now. I cannot send my military to any place. It's like, this is nonsense. And what I need only to do, I need disband my army, and for my army appear in other place, which is look completely nonsense, but it's only one way how you could transfer army in Victoria 3 when it gets such a strange bug. And I have, by the way, more fleet, and maybe I want to use my fleet for invade again in India because we have some problem with invasion in India without any sense. We have a lot more troops, but somehow Indians winning this battle, so probably we will not be able to conquer capital so easily as with Ho, so we need second army. Yeah, and I don't know how much America has planned to fight in this war because this is kind of nonsense for America. Yeah, they were support dropping, but not so fast, so this war will be probably quite longer than I expected. Yes, as you could see, America already putting like sticks in our wheels. I don't know how to call it correct. Like, they are trying to destroy our wonderful plan of unification of world, you know. So America is definitely #1 our enemy, despite Great Britain has right now, they're saying, even better GDP than America. Great Britain is not trying to destroy us, and they're not trying to go at war with us, at least at war with India, but America is really trying to destroy us and trying to not let us do our things. So America is really enemy of us, #1 for sure in this scenario. Also, as you see, as more you playing in Victoria 3, more late game, you have more and more bugs because probably game stopped to work good, and somehow my front line appear behind me. So I conquered all of this territory and my front line appeared behind me. They not was doing any landing, it just appeared without any sense, and they don't have even military there. So this is really very weird situation, and American army is there, but technically this is fine for very simple reason, because I have already conquered capital of India and they will capitulate very soon, so I don't care about this, but it's just annoying, you know. Yeah, I could even send my military maybe back, but whatever. Just what happened with this front lines? What is this? That's annoying. Well, also I see that my peace with Russia finished, so we can prepare to war maybe with Russia. I want to maybe conquer some territories of Russia. Also they are protectorate, and took as many as possible, probably Siberia, because war with India will be finished super soon. Okay, war with India finished finally. We get a lot states from India and they are protectorates and separated India literally into half, and now maybe we need to incorporate India, but it will cost so a lot of bureaucracy, it will be super expensive, but maybe we want to do it, you know, for future generations. Yeah, because now we have 357 million population, which literally means that we are #1 in the world, and we will be #1 economy in the world, and no one will be able to do nothing against us with such powerful economy. So I want to incorporate Indians. Definitely it will cost a lot of money probably now, but it's temporarily. In long term, I think it is absolutely worth it. We have still 25 years in the game, and it has sense to incorporate Indians into Japanese empire. Okay, I now decided that because I did liberation of Ukraine, war goal, now I cannot conquer any states in Russia. This is kind of bug in new version, like again, like in Victoria 3, a lot bugs. Well, yeah. I cannot do nothing with this, guys. This game has a lot of bugs, despite it has how much 3 years already in development and still has a lot of bugs. But no matter what, I love this game a lot. So But bugs is the most common thing in this game, you know. Exists such game, for example, as Anno, you know, if you played this from Ubisoft. It's also about 19th century strategic maneuvers. It not has any bugs. It has zero bugs compared to Victoria 3, you know. About one bug which you meet in Anno, you meet about 100 bugs in Victoria 3. But well, Victoria 3 is still more interesting and exciting game than Anno. So yeah, I don't need to complain about this. I can focus on conquer Russian capital. I think I need to just send some of my military here and just conquer Russian capital. Yeah, and that's how we'll finish this war very fast. While we have big war with Russia, we could just rest a little and make protectorate in Persia. It's about 22 million population. They have a lot of opium. Not bad market, I think, for Japan. We could include them inside Japan. Why not? And I see that we very successfully discovered already military technology, which allow us to use siege artillery. So that's very nice. But at the same time, we really start suffering money. So I want to first of all decrease credit interest rate, and as well probably I want to a little improve our economy, market access, price impact, and you know, other things, because we are really not doing very good in economical way, because we spend a very lot of money on incorporation of Chinese provinces right now. Now finally we're getting food standardization number 3, which should increase quality of life of our people. Oh yes, immediately from 10 to 11. Fine. Oh, Persia back down, they become our protectorate. Well, that's nice. Without war even. And I still want to provoke United States of America to at war with me, but I don't know what to do. Like I see if I will make protectorate of Ecuador, it's like minus 13 chance that they will not enter. I could try to do it. I could try, because I want to provoke them go at war with me and destroy them. That will be super important for me now, because they are growing, their economy growing super fast, and this is not good. By the way, in Russia, in their capital, we start to use already siege artillery, which is a lot more powerful than normal artillery, and Russia still use line infantry and mobile artillery. So Russian army is completely destroyed with technological superiority in this case. Yeah, 56 advantage. So yeah, we will take capital of Russia soon. Oh yes, perfect. That's what I wanted happening. America sided with Ecuador. That's what I wanted, guys. That's what I wanted for sure. So now we need to send a lot of our military into America. It'll be super important for hold Canadian border, whatever. And we need to prepare as well our military. We need to send them somewhere. Maybe first we need to repair them in Canada. One military fleet will be here, second fleet here. So we could take America into blockade. Here in Russia, I see that we don't have any problem. Russia have only 25 battalions here fighting with us. They try to send all their battalion in their capital, but we are destroying all their armies anyway. So war with Russia is completely finished. That's not even a question. That's super easy war. Now we just need to send our military for they stay here, while our military could be sent to America for start offense in America. Yeah, right. Our war goal will be conquer Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, and Michigan, for we can head like such border towards Upper Canada. And Upper Canada is inside British market, but I hope we will could conquer this very soon, because our peace with Great Britain almost finished. So it means 20 months left. Once war with America will be almost finished, we will have ability to start war with Great Britain and transfer Upper Canada. So they will be in our market and we will have here connection. And New Africa will liberate for could down America in half. So now all of these territories will be could downed, and America will be forced to use fleets for transfer their products and goods, which will be very expensive for America in reality. That's my plan. That should destroy economy of United States, at least in my eyes. An amount of my money problems is really significant. I have very a lot of problems with money right now, and to be honest, I don't know how to solve this problem, because it's price of telephones, which is incredibly expensive in my market right now, and I need build a lot of this, even more than I have now. I need build even more and more. So yeah, despite we're winning definitely these wars, all of this global wars is quite problematic for me, I must say. Super expensive. Okay, I see Russia is completely fine with finish war, like they agree to finish war. Okay, we liberated from them a couple countries for Russia be less powerful, you know. And now we can use our military to invade in a capital. Yeah, but where are you going? In Austria, really? Again? Oh my god, this is annoying. Like I told you guys, like many times, it's again going into Austria without any sense. And now they teleported somewhere, and now I need to figure out where they teleported. Do you see, guys? Where is my army? Oh, they're here. Here we go. All right, fine. And I have 350 soldiers, which is more than I need, probably. Yeah, I need to put out about 50 units, and this fleet I can put here into capital of America. I see that Americans trying to attack our troops here in Canada, but we have 115 defense. Well, they're losing very heavily this. Now, once all our military arrive to America, we can go at full attack here. We have three battles where it's more than 1 million people fighting with each other, and we're winning these battles very good, very nice. And we are already preparing landing into Washington DC. Well, Americans decided to put about 200,000 soldiers to protect Washington, but it seems not working because we have 87 offense. Unbelievable crazy. Well, that's because of our siege artillery, yeah. So we'll conquer capital of America very soon, and America will capitulate from this war means. As well, started landing in Ecuador. Well, America very soon capitulate, I believe. And very happy what I see is that our deficit start to decrease a little of budget. Yeah, it's not 2 million, now it's 1.6 million, so it's not so bad, right? At least I think so. And I see very big excess of bureaucracy, so what I'm doing, I deleting administrations if I see that it's too many administrations into one place, or save money as well. Oops, well, that was too much. I deleted more than necessary here. Yeah, about 1,500 bureaucracy. So you see, slowly, but we're solving our money problem. At least I think so. Okay, we have Bengali secession. Well, this is fine. I don't think it will be a very serious thing. So when it sends some our military there, maybe we could send our 12 Japanese army there. Oh no, we cannot reach, so it will be landing fine. Okay, our truce with Great Britain finished, so we can put our goal of conquer Upper Canada. Transfer. Yeah, I mean, war with United States of America finished, and we successfully separated America into half, as you can see here. Maybe we can give even access, transit rights. No, probably no. So we will need conquer Upper Canada, and once we conquer, we will have access and we will be able to trade with these states. But now they will have zero access to Japanese market, but it's temporarily. But this is separation will very effectively destroy America. Yeah, as you can see, they had 240 million GDP, and now it's only 100 something. This super efficient separation. Let me see. Yeah, they lost only 15 million population, which you could think, oh, that's not a lot, and maybe you're right. But they lost a very huge amount of their economy because of this action. And of course, maybe it's kind of not look as it look now, but once we conquer Texas and we conquer California, Oregon, and Washington, it means all of these territories will be encircled and they will lose population and everything. So United States of America, it literally will be only these states. So one war more with United States of America and we will deal with them very good. Oh, more of that. Look at this. They decided to go at war with me. Like America decided to support Great Britain. Well, you know what? I think it's even good. Maybe we don't want to focus on a war with Great Britain right now. We don't want to land in their capital. We will just focus on liberate Upper Canada, and we can finally do as I wanted. Yeah, conquer California, Oregon, Washington. And we need to conquer only Texas, and that will be sufficient for completely encircle all of these American states into one circle, and they will never able to develop them. And we have even 43 additional points which we could spend. Yeah, we will spend on conquer New York, of course, a very important part of the economy of United States of America. And we can even humiliate America by conquering District of Columbia. So they will get some penalties on because their capital will be not District of Columbia. It is only for America when you conquer their capital. And we could conquer Delaware. Really? Does we need Delaware? Alaska? Oh, I think Alaska sounds better than Delaware, right? Or Nevada? Oh, let me think what I wanna. Nevada sounds really good. A lot of times better than Alaska, to be honest. But Alaska is just annoying because they will have front line here. So I wanna just conquer Alaska for not have front line never here, you know. So guys, well, we have one small rebellion in Quebec, and in reality, what I see here is that we completely conquered everything, and we now go at war against Britain, Germany, and America at the same time. Like it's three the most powerful countries, like, and we will definitely beat them. And like we don't have big deficit of 1 million, and we have credit limit of 300 millions more. So, and we have 286 million population, if not counting Indian rebellion. So, but once we conquer this Indian rebellion back, well, we'll have again about 300, almost 400 million population. So in reality, I can continue this campaign without problem, but I feel it's like, why? Like what's the point of continuing this campaign? We're already number one. We're controlling all the most important resources in Africa. Well, except a little Portuguese here. We definitely could conquer very easily all Latin America. We have Australia, Canada. We're owning a huge portion of USA. Definitely we will conquer New Africa, and we will do all of this related relatively fast. As you could see, we started our war into 1905, I think. So it's passed only 6 years since we started go out of infamy, and we just dominating the world. We winning every war, and you know, I just don't see point to continue this campaign. I think we achieved all what we wanted. Like if we go to Canada, well, standards of living really not the most high. It's like only 23 points, which is not very high. But if we look at our like world population, it will be probably, yes, the most high. So our standards of living inside Japan is the most high in the world. So I don't see a lot point to continue this campaign, as I said before. And I could show you my market. Like market look quite nice. Our trade balance look incredibly good as well. We import only coal, cloth, oil, rubber. Yeah, of course we import even food a little, iron a little. From luxury cloth it's literally only opium and sugar, and we import guns from Germany, by the way, which is funny. But more important, I think, is that we export very lot instruments, very lot engines. Also, if we look at companies, our Japanese companies, like 3 companies, they are top 10. 1, 2, 3, 6. So literally it's top 6 companies in the world, and 3 of them is Japanese companies, which is unbelievable successful, I think, results for our campaign. Maybe I don't need to go at war with all world, but you know, Japan wanted to conquer world when it happened Second World War II, definitely, right? And in this video I think I showed you that it's completely possible. Japan is indeed a very dangerous country which could industrialize, and once Japan is industrialized, Japan is super hungry of raw resources. Oh, look at this. This is a very beautiful skyscraper. I never saw Japanese skyscrapers. That's look nice, no? Oh my god, I love it. I love it. So our economy is indeed super big. I think it's only what is most important for me, because our economy, once we solve Indian rebellion, I think it will be about 900 or almost 1 billion, and all over countries in the world will have less than 1 billion. So we're talking about that we alone will own more than half of world economy. So it means we will dominate the world, because we already know the most powerful military. And yeah, that's what I wanted maybe to show you. In society, we created a very discriminative society. Only 27% is full accepted, and majority of our population is discriminated because we are ethno-nationalist, and we don't have laws of multiculturalism. As you can see, cultural exclusion just impossible to pass. Our government incredibly conservative. We have even conservative party in the government, by the way. Our radicals decreasing significant. Problem with radicals is completely solved inside Japan. Like as you can see, radicals not exist in Japan. This was the most big concern, where we will in middle of game. I was really worried for my radicals, but now problem completely solved. All of these radicals is outside Japan in new conquered regions, like in China, India. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or any ideas, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, this is our incomes, by the way. Our charts of population. We have still 35% of peasants. Thanks for our Chinese provinces. Yeah, that's how look population. Like majority of our population is Chinese, which is quite funny, but well, thank you for watching. Bye bye.